welcome back to Sit Down Rolling. I'm going to TM my field today. You're by everybody but Ben, who is doing something. He didn't tell me.
Things in London.
Yeah, he's gone to do so. I can't remember. He's not going to tell me. I forgot. But everyone's here, apart from Ben, which is out. We're all ready for an exciting game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
We're gonna dungeon those dragons.
Yeah, we're going to Dragons and Dungeons. I think there's going to be no Dungeons or Dragons in today's episode.
Are you sure?
And we're technically in the dungeon. We're literally playing Dungeons and Dragons. Right? We have smashed it. Anyway, it's been a long week. Let me just, there you go. When we last left off, the party spent the whole pretty much session prepping and preparing the Hidden Sanctum, recruiting several allies and messages out to, again, gathering their forces and began the early stages of designing how they wanted the Sanctum to look and function. They sent several messages out. They even called for Lady Marina, the succubus ancestor of Kara, who is going to try and teach him how to use his ancestral infernal abilities in some way, shape or form. To do this, he's decided to battle Agent 27 and the Gactus to try and kill them in a way, releasing this kind of dark, infernal power inside. What else happened last week? I have forgotten.
Trauma.
A lot of trauma to Mum Carol. Very, very angry trauma Carol. Learning about a modified memory spell I was casting when he was a young boy by Master Caius after his friend Jordan was killed by the old leader of the Form Gate and a general of Vanheim, who Master Caius and Kilvin Skate and Carol's father were trying to work on eliminating. Carol's, trauma and internal battles broke this very, very high level of modified memory spell. And a very angry Caro paid a visit to Master Caius, who put him in his place and told him that a time will come when he will need to fight against Calisius. I think that was everything from last
Pretty
week.
much.
I don't remember anything else.
Us debating where to put characters and Selvan showing you a ridiculous door.
Yeah. One thing I'm going to say what happens is, before we move on, you obviously send a message to Leah to gather some allies.
Mm-hmm.
So Leah will appear along with Smoke and the Orcs, and then will reappear along with Angren, his sister, and the Architect. Because the dwarves are called already basically immediately to move to the Sanctum to basically start building it.
Mm-hmm.
So you now have this Architect here. When do you give a name to him? I don't think I have a name. And he will design the map for you.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, he is smart enough to make it work. So he'll basically just be there to oversee all the construction. And if you give him ideas or things you want, he will basically draw a plan and then we'll present it to you. He'll just do whatever plan you draw and you can approve it.
Yeah.
Or just sack him off and do it else. But yeah, essentially they're going to start construction on the Sanctum now. So if you guys want to prioritise, you can prioritise. But apart from that, we are, I think, still in the Sanctum.
Mm-hmm. We never quite left.
Quite left, you are just chilling.
Oh, was the slapping contest last week? That was week before. Yeah, that was week before.
Yes, it was, but what is the plan? What would you like to do?
It's alright, it was just an archdevil or something.
So I think we took a rest.
You love rest,
The vague plan was to go and gather allies or talk to people, do some diplomacy before we went to the war.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a couple of us have a few things we want to do in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sent a message to 27 and Gactus saying hand them on at noon tomorrow, which would be today now.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you want to do it in the manor's back garden?
Yes, I've said that. Kara's not changing his mind now.
Okay, goodbye manor.
Yep.
So there was one thing I meant to do last week, but we got talking about the base and got mixed up. When Kara's on his own, I'm going to pull the clock thing out. And I bought 2 scrolls last week. Going to cast Identify on the fucker.
Okay.
And then when I find out what it's called and what I can do, I'm going to cast Legend Lore to get as much info as I can out of it.
I was wondering what they were for.
Because I want to know how it works, because it might impact a plan that Kara's got.
So, now I remember how this works. You cast Identify. Is it on your spell list?
No.
Check. This is like 13.
It's what? It's 11.
Hello. I spelled like that.
It's Arcana check, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's your spell
That's
casting.
what, yeah, so
That's spell mod.
Yeah, so you
it's
it's
5 plus 5.
yeah,
20.
Smash then.
Did you guys spell? You identify it. It is called. I didn't actually give it a name.
Oh, it's no, it was Primus's like cog. That's what the Ifrit told us.
I'm going to call it the Cog of Infinite Time. Basically, what this does is you can select a moment in your life. It has to be a very specific, important moment that defines a moment in time, and you can go back to that moment and interact with it.
Is it just for that moment, or is it like you're there, see it, and then back? Or
So you basically you probably spend a bit of time there. That's it, yeah, like a few minutes, and it just kind of repeats the time.
alright, so that means my plan won't work. Damn.
Yeah, shame. It was a good one as well.
Go back, spend like the time from then to basically when Carol clicked the button to set up things for us to get resources, like set up get a stockpile of weapons, potions,
Wow.
start a business so there's funds coming in, and then click back to Carol and go, alright, follow me, I've got some shit for you. And during that time try and learn as many things as I can. So I was trying to get a load of feats as well. I had a list of like 20.
We're trying to do some time warping shenanigans.
Yeah.
Let's do the time warp again.
I think I've still got the list.
Not a time travel, but it's just like a little flashback to time.
Any other really strong?
To be fair, to be fair though, you can tell someone to go back in time and stockpile shit for like X amount of time for you.
Do we want to mess with time anymore?
I mean, what's the shape's gonna do?
You have to go back to a very specific moment. Has to be a strong connection to that moment.
Tell Master Casias to build shit for 20 years. He was there.
I purposely left it very open-ended because I can fuck with time yet.
I mean, what are the shapes gonna do? Honestly,
Hurt us.
they can try.
I think that was my list.
Stop the
Yeah, I
bad
know.
from snapping.
Matthew becomes a shape. No. Just headbutt the list.
That hurt us in the time stream.
Yes.
Do you get anything else from Legend Lore?
Do you want to let me work?
Yeah, I was identifying and letting to get as much info as I can.
Read this bell.
It has to be a strong emotional point.
Yeah.
Has to be like death of a relative.
Oh my
Or death.
god.
It has to be a very powerful.
We have a few minutes.
You've got basically it probably. I would say depending on the length of that event. So say it's like a 3-minute event. You would
That's
have.
all.
You'd be there for that. We keep repeating every 3 minutes, but you're there for an hour. Like it's an hour phase that ticks down. Which is not much.
And only Caro can go.
As far as no one else has tried to use it. Nice Caro, but
Yeah,
he's
no one-
getting a Caro obsession.
Anyone who knows that Caro has it is Caro himself, and he's not told anyone
No,
else.
I know, but I just had a thought. I just had a really interesting thought.
That's interesting. Because it,
Legend Lore.
yeah, because it technically. Ooh, it would. That would be clever or not?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because technically it hasn't existed yet. Because it exists when it's you. Nah. It's himself. Legend Lore. It basically tells you what's similar to what you know. How it tells you probably more detail on how it specifically works. So how it will basically replay a moment, and you are the person that uses it has to be connected to it, like physically, like mentally, emotionally to it. It has to be a strong connection. Can't do it. I'll go back to this time, like a week ago where I lost a few goals. It has to be raw. It is based off raw emotion. Like raw emotion feeds it, powers it. You appear in this time, and you appear as a ghost until you interact with things. And then you start basically appearing within it. So.
No, that. Carol's alright of going back and saying, sort this, and then that, because that doesn't fuck with time a lot. That would fuck with it quite a lot. So
Yeah, Paul, push the button.
So yeah, your emotion powers it, and you exist in a moment for however long like the moment lasts for, whether it's a minute, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and that bit just keeps repeating on itself for an hour until it runs out. And you can interact with things. Well, you appear as a ghost, you can move around, you interact with things, and you can appear like a ghost would. It would also tell you that it isn't that uncommon of it's been used a lot, but a lot of people overuse it and can get trapped in that cycle, and will basically get what's called quantum locked into a cycle, which reminds you of a very, very long time ago where you found that statue in that very first dungeon. Like this was like session 10.
Oh, that, yeah.
So as it is, it's like that can happen if you mess with it too long. You get like frozen in time. You turn into one.
It's not a bad life.
I wouldn't say is that quite. I think it's very rare, but a lot of people use it, overuse it, and get like or try and manipulate it too much, and kind of break a bit of time, and they get tended techniques.
You thinking?
I have 12% of a plan.
Right, while you're thinking, there is one thing I meant to do a couple of sessions ago.
Yes.
You said that after we defeated Esteban,
Yes.
Dieppe got back up, or something like that. Something at some point in time I did something, Dieppe got back up.
He wasn't rebuilt. He wasn't like repaired. He just kind of like appeared as himself, like before he was destroyed.
And I'm just gonna. I want to investigate that.
Investigation, sure.
I should have done it, but I don't have any dice today. As a fool, can I borrow one? Thank you, Matt.
Shoot that.
I'll just. That's too many dice. I'll just take one of these for now.
Well, I have a backup bag you can do this as well.
Thank you.
The best!
No, I've got a backup bag, like a small.
That is the backup bag.
Yeah, tell me what it is. Backup bag.
That's high. So
That's a yes.
32.
So, I'm gonna say, there's something you wanted to do, obviously if you said video, but in the moment you were very full of like emotion and music. I said, I'll probably do this, but then got too engrossed with what was doing, with like the two names, and finding Caro. So you just kind of skipped your mind. I will say, with a 32, you basically sit and think really, really hard. Because you look at Dieppe, nothing's different, nothing's changed. He's just Dieppe before he was crushed by, before he was destroyed by Spell. And you think back, you're like, what happened? Let me try and replay the moment in my head. And you basically watch as you're kind of sitting kind of in front of this, these tombs, and they're carving the names on. What you briefly see is there's a flash next to the app, but it's just like a spiral of light that goes at the top and the app just floats back up. Almost like he's not being brought back, but like renewed in some way.
Okay. Interesting. Cool. Done any more thinking? I was using this as a filler as a while Cara was thinking.
Plenty of time, Cara.
Yeah, come back to it.
All the time in the world.
Literally all the time.
I'm just gonna roll my face.
Have you made the road?
Oh shit! Yes, I have been on the I whacked off copy paste on that while we're chatting. I haven't made the potion yet. Like years ago. I keep changing my mind on it. I've got like 3 ideas.
What are you thinking?
I will just, the rest of it. Ooh, creation. Notes together.
Oh, he's a planetary, isn't he?
Say again, sorry?
The blacksmith from the assembly. He's a planetary, isn't he?
Yes.
They know truth and lie, don't they?
Yeah, they touch measures, so it's the same building.
And I was just trying to work out someone 20 years ago, Carol can just go, sold this for us, and Dylan basically said, "Go, yeah, hi, you're gonna meet me in like 20 years."
Isn't me 20 years ago?
Oh yeah. That's what you're younger. I might be able to solo you.
Probably.
Yeah, you
Solo a lot.
led a young red dragon.
Yeah, but then
That would unlock the thing.
then Modus would be dead. And we come
He'd be
forward in
fine.
time.
And none of the events Motus has done would have happened.
And you'd all be dead.
But they wouldn't have lost my quest
Wouldn't have got arrested either.
No, but you would be dead.
Yeah.
Unrevivably dead.
I'm not seeing a downside.
Would have gotten eaten by Torzaris if not earlier.
Wouldn't have fought with Trozaris though. Motus charged on the back. No, he didn't.
I didn't do shit about those
You
errors.
were you little cowardly whimpering wizard Motus back in the day.
Yeah, and I
That's right.
still did he hit me? No.
Even with it, when you dragging Iggy across and shoving potions.
Yeah. That man hit me a total of 3 times. Twice in the final fight.
That you disintegrated his ass.
When I disintegrated him. I'm sorry, I find it funny that he had Bestion's number and then I had Tolzaris' number.
So it's a plan team.
I've got a list of people that we need to contact, but I'm waiting for the character to go punching people.
I need to go punch people.
You go punch people? Alright. So you make it back to that. My Harris will teleport to tackle you all out. Or help them.
I would like to come along. Can
Are
I come
all of
along?
us coming? Have you invited anyone?
To be fair, the only one who probably knows or said this is Selwyn, and I've gone, let's go. So it depends if Selwyn's told anyone.
I will have mentioned, yeah, because I was keeping people just generally updated on your state of weirdness. So, but I don't know exactly what you would have told me. So I was like, Kara's doing a duel with someone behind the manor tomorrow. Is probably what I'll say because it's probably about.
We
as much
should
as what I
probably
know.
let our neighbours know.
Do you want help or company at all?
Come if you wish, but I have to do this alone.
Sure.
Group outing. Okay, I'll teleport. I'll tell Harris can do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
It's the weird thing because Carol just walks out the room and doesn't smash the alarm.
That really flags that's a red flag.
I smash it.
Icky just rolls their eyes.
Just that's one thing. After I found out Carol's retirement plan is gone now, I mean, Ray's been adding things to it. One of them is, after he made everyone forget him, just randomly teleport into the manor and smash the alarm and teleport out again. Just middle of the night, just turn off, smash it and run.
So. You appear back in the manor. You make your way outside. You probably, I imagine, captures in 27 are already there. They've been there for a while. And they kind of look at you. Carrots, I think. Okay. Your message was a bit confusing.
Found out I've got a power inside me and I need to fight to unlock it. It needs to be with the legitimate risk of death. I know you two can help me achieve that.
We'll look at each other. Okay.
Everyone's waving.
Basically, he thinks that you'll be able to take his wrath.
Sorry, I'm just picturing this with Motus wearing the glasses.
Sunglasses.
That's it. It's the winter, but it's a sunny day. Which is just glasses,
Yeah.
camera in his hand.
Yeah, he basically thinks you will be able to survive his wrath. And apparently I'm too important.
If you interfere in any way, you
That
get
was quite
smacked.
rude.
That was, I mean, sure, okay.
Am I allowed to protect the manor in any way?
The man will be fine. Did we tell our neighbours?
I've not met them. I'll go tell them. Zoom.
Knock on the door, Selvan. Hello.
Hello, it's lovely to meet you. I'm one of the annoying folks who lives next door.
Good day. Close to the like a lock.
Just let you know there's going to be some explosions, but everything will be fine.
Darling, call the guards!
They're gonna do it.
Yeah, what are they going to do when they see Cactus there?
I'll zoom off. I told the neighbours,
General of the army.
but they closed the
Super
door.
Spartan's like, nah, we're good, thanks.
They walk in, see it happen, and they're like,
They walk over there and they say,
Oh,
watch.
boys, we've really got to be
that's
somewhere else.
I'm just gonna wall of force the manor and the neighbours to
It's
try
not a
and
big enough wall
protect.
for us. But what happens for 60 feet? It was like
10 by 10.
10 by 10. You can cover like the door.
you'll be able to cover a decent amount of it, but not all of it.
Yeah,
Both of them are going to be exposed in some direction.
as much as I
You can do
can.
your best.
I can do my best. I'm going to do my best.
So, Karen, they kind of stand around waiting for you to like you tell them what to do.
They've been told.
I said no question, man. Okay.
They both kind of like, you watch a gas is going to pull out the rope, creating a crack and lightning in it. B27 pulls out like two metallic black nickel buttons. And just kind of like stare at each other.
Just round Carrot, everything just starts to get a bit darker as the mantle fully manifests, which will be the first time that everyone other than Selban's seen it. But it's going to be different to what it was in Casius' office, where then it was just like the helmet and that sort of a flowing like robe. This is tight to him, it's wrapped around, like it's basically covering his armour, and even where his tail comes out, that's just coated in black as well.
It's quite edgy, don't you think?
What?
It's quite edgy, don't you think?
I mean, it's certainly pointy.
Different verbatim.
What?
Let's just watch.
Selban,
So you just.
I'm stupid compared to you.
So for everyone else, for a few moments, you're kind of like focused on this arrow. And you just run in towards the two of them.
Yeah, I'm going. The plan for the first, to get the first hit is, I'm going towards 27, and then I'm going to swing around and take Axe's knee.
So we're not going to like run a combat, we're going to do like a check based stuff. So you just charge straight in, kind of swing the axe towards Axis, goes like 27.
Yeah, I'm going towards 27, swing up, and then it's going to swing around and smack Axe's knee.
Axis kind of recognise the attack and kind of blocks it, swings the axe back down, and probably just narrowly misses like your head kind of lean back. As 27 kind of swings around you and then pokes you in the back one, and you kind of with a swinging kick to the back of your head. Make me a charisma check.
Okay. 9.
You kind of like shrug it off, a bit irritating, but you kind of carry on. You begin trading kind of blows back and forward for a little bit. Probably mainly Gaxus attacking you for the time, 27 kind of keeping a distance in case you're swinging in for like a quick kick or throwing like a knife at you or something. But you're mainly kind of locking blades with Gaxus. And you all watch the occasional flash of radiant light from one of the other, crackling bits of thunder.
Just say, I know the way this is going, but Carrot's got the Chief's place, so he's got the rage and everything up as well, just to add more to it.
So you're using the plate?
Yeah, using the Chief's place, got the rage activated, and any time I've hit Gaxus, he's getting Eldritch Smiter, so he's on the floor, so I can smack him, get back, try to hit him again. Because it's full combat, Carrot needs to get his things out.
You kind of keep striking towards Gaxus, kind of knocking towards the ground, and just bring the axe back down on him. And you do probably strike him through his arm, and see a bit of blood pouring from the wound. Which then he kind of like just punches you in the face, and kicks you back, stands back up, places his hand, puts his leg hands on himself, and continues just basically one-on-one strike him a few times. And then after maybe like a minute or two of doing that, you're kind of like, you're swinging your axe, he's kind of punching you at 27's kind of circling back around. You see he kind of ducks his head to the side, the rogue race swings, smacks you straight in the head, kind of slices alongside where the helmet would be, kind of breaking a little bit. Like revealing the left side of your face, like it crashes over your body. We're going to do a charisma check for me.
13.
You kind of like feel this kind of anger, like the rage of the armor. You know, for you it's not the same kind of rage as a barbarian's rage. You kind of sing with the same effect, but you feel like a bitch, and then grab the axe and just start wailing on him. You kind of like clash blades together, and his lightning kind of flashes over your face. You kind of
At the most innocent opportune time, I'm casting Whole Person on him.
Yeah.
Make me wisdom saving throw.
Right. 19.
I have 20.
So you kind of like freeze in place.
And then as soon as he gets hit, in that opportune moment, I drop it.
So as you do that, Gakus kind of goes to bring the axe back round, but 27 just leaves off his back the 2 blades in the side, in between your neck, and this is like poison and the catch you by this blade, feels like it will be a sneak attack. You feel like this agony over your body, and the thing drops, just kind of like on top of you. It's not Christmas check one.
Did he get advantage because I pissed him off at the right moment?
No.
Yeah, it's because 27's right in front of me. Dragon right into her face. That them attack the incapacitation one.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
1.
Top one.
6.
So you exhale this
You might
breath.
have to kill Carol.
She seems fine. It kind of knocks Gaxus down for a minute. He doesn't fall incapacitated, but he kind of stands back up and basically tackles you while she's still on your back. And they both kind of roll off and just rolling the axe down on you, down on you, down on you. Crit check for me.
Oh, fucking better. 15. Slowly getting better.
I think it's like a cognitive, not classes. I'm just trying to help piss you off.
Yeah.
You felt me cast Whole Person on you.
As soon as these two get off me, I'm coming for your head.
Go on then.
So Gaxus is like wailing on you. What does Cara do?
Gonna. You know what? Fuck it. If 27's still on me, I'm grabbing her by the throat and smacking it around top of Gaxus.
So you take her off. She's got no hair, it's all kind of tied up. In
I'm grabbing the neck.
Oh, by the
Yeah,
neck.
I'm grabbing like that.
You hear like a click as you slam it down on Gaxus. She doesn't weigh too much, but it's kind of more like just a bunch Gaxus to the side. We just kind of topple off.
Yeah, she's an improvised weapon now. I've got all of her. Just smite Gaxus with her.
You just start holding it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what you do? You just hold it like that, you kind of feel like she's struggling with Gaxus.
Oh, I'm just wailing on Gaxus with her.
You definitely hear something breaking someone.
Oh dear, what a pity.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Bitch.
You're getting involved as well.
Yeah.
You know he's gonna hit you.
17.
When
You
cast-
fail.
when you cast
Command.
Counterspell.
Oh.
You see standing across the lawn, a human woman, red hair, probably like quite nervous.
I wonder when she was going to turn up.
And looks at you as well, and shaking his head as well.
With that, because of heads, these two, swing around, throw 27 at them.
You're like looking at her for a minute and just seeing a fall come towards you, and both kind of get knocked back through a lovely new like outdoor dining set. Imagine bought before he left. Just smashes through it. See the kind of rolls as he just sets it up, shatters hundreds of pieces. Like the 2 heaviest Palmcar members of the group throw a wooden table.
I'll
And
go
then-
over to the pieces and start casting mending very fastidiously.
You just get Igneous saying thank you from up on the roof still.
Yeah.
Then grabbing the hammer and uppercutting at Gaxus.
Just boom, you hear a crack in the jaw as he hits the ground.
Swing round. Putting high level smite, blindness, putting everything into
This
just.
bright flashing glow as it strikes down Gax's body. You're all kind of blinded for a second in a Christmas check for him.
16. Slowly getting higher.
There's this bright flash, and you all kind of look back, and Gax is just lying there motionless, and you don't see him breathing. Then you do see between his fingers a crackle of lightning,
Here comes the beast, here comes the
and
beast!
then he just looks up at Caro, and as he looks up, Caro's body raises up in the air as he brings up an arm into like the gut of Caro, straight with this fucking fist full of lightning. As Caro probably lifts up 10, 15 feet, Gax stands up, grabs him, and then slams him, kind of like Hulk smashing Loki in Avengers, back and forth for a minute before throwing him to the ground. And he kind of walks back towards you.
Need track.
Let's see. What have I got? I could do that, but that seems like a waste.
It might work though.
Yeah. If I'll get his in for the long haul, I'm spiking the 8 beads I've got left from the next to fireballs into Gax's face.
So you literally just kind of like bandolier, pull them all off, and I was just throwing it at his face.
Yeah.
You all see this, and you just see Zizek in the garden shaking his head as you hear blowing like a hot crater into the ground of the garden. That dude just shakes his head. All his hard work ruined. But you do still hear this kind of guttural roar from Gaxus. How much damage would that be?
It's 8 times 8, it's 64. 64 d6.
Yeah.
On an average of 3.5, so whatever 64 times 3.5 would be the average.
No, whatever.
6 times 3 is 18.
So you see kind of this bent, charred figure in this kind of probably 15-20 foot chasm now, in the hole of the garden, who crawls out of this hole. So let me do the charisma check for me.
16 again.
It continues to.
I tried to signal to the red-haired woman who camps Melly, so pointing at Gaxus and asking if I can heal Gaxus.
He crawls out this hole, and this guttural, screaming roar right in your face, kind of almost breaks another part, like this math that's not even part written on your face.
I just Godzilla roar right back and charge.
You're still using the weapons, or you can go like hands.
Yeah, bucket hands.
You just swing, punch back and forward. Each trading blows, kicks, throws, kind of grabs a bit of the ground, and like pulls up a chunk of like dirt and wood, and just smashes you along the side of the head. Before kicking you in the face again. How is Gavin reacting?
As he's
It's at this point 27 stands back up.
And I'm just gonna go and be like, that took you a while.
Yeah, I know. Ow.
Go and get back in there, and I just throw it.
Don't you forget Oh no, she's quite a bit like towards the crate and rolls into the crate.
in that case, one Gaxus, like did it to me, fuck it, I'll do it back. As a Gaxus kicks me in the stomach and grabs his leg and hold him low key to him.
Yeah. you have your got fucking that so just from
Yeah.
if you just pick him up, start throwing him back and forward. You can have a charisma check for him.
21. He's just more with my left hand.
You keep getting higher
You
every
hear another kind of snap as the body kind of hits the ground. He's still breathing but isn't moving.
I saw 27 go to the crater.
You move to the crater.
I was just gonna hear from across the garden. I'm glad I got you dishonorably discharged.
Grabbing him.
You turn to move towards him, and as you do, you feel like something wrapped around the back of your neck or something pulling on it, cutting into your chin. You can't do a Christmas save for me.
I'm just a distraction.
20.
I'm just a little guy.
I am going to make my way to Gaxus.
I'm gonna be like, you need to not get fucked. I'm doing it because I can survive this round. Leave it.
Does Gaxus still look alive?
Big meth check.
We can revive him.
He's breathing for now.
I haven't rolled a medicine check in this campaign before, I don't think. Ooh, dice, I forgot how many dice. 9. It's a body!
He's on the ground.
Tis
I'll make a
Gaxus.
medicine check.
Or is it?
I was just a distraction.
Could be chocolate.
That's a 21.
He does look alive, but his breathing is shallow. He's definitely broken something or punched or has some form of injury. So this kind of, grottle wraps around your throat, kind of pulling you back at a weird mark. So you're strong, but you're being kind of pulled back a little bit. And you try to resist, you feel like a foot, like on the top of your back, kind of holding you in place. And you just hear him inside of your ear. Really think that you can just fight us, like whenever dark is out the side of you, and you just feel like an elbow on the side of the head. Knocks you a second, and then she kind of flips off and lands in front of you. Like clicks it out, pulls out a knife. You are a really weird one, Caro. I want to be a fighter, I want to be a gentleman, I want to learn hard. I don't know what you are. And it just slices the knife towards your leg. Roll me a dex check. Let's see which one.
Just a thing. Caro's been just like grunting and growling and roaring throughout the whole thing. When she says, "I don't know what you are," Caro, just first time Caro speaks, goes, "Neither do I."
As he says that, you're probably facing towards them because she came up from behind you, turned towards him. You notice that Caro's eye just kind of flickers red as he says that.
What was the thing I was wrong?
Dex check. After the 18.
Check. It's a 1. So,
Make it safe for you, make it safe.
right, that makes it better. Oh, it was a save, that's 30.
Ooh.
He rolled a 19.
Oh shit, tie.
If it's a save, beats it, beats it.
So she brings this knife down like towards your leg, and you instinctively step back towards it, and you realise what she's doing. You just quickly shift your leg, and she's going to put your Achilles heel. And she just dodges out of the way, and she kind of cocks her head.
She's annoying. Well, so are you.
I know, I'm the distraction.
Ignores 27, charges in.
So
Bring it the fuck on.
as you start running towards Motus, you hear, run away. That's what you want to do, isn't it? And she kind of steps back towards the garden. Come on. You want to fight me, right? So fight me. I don't want to be a coward.
Missy stepped behind her, suplex.
You just behind her, grab it, lift you up, and you strike. You go back and you strike the ground with her like you normally would, but you feel like it doesn't feel the same as normal. Like she's hit the ground and she's kind of hurt, like in the way she adjusts the body, she kind of rolls and like kind of tumbles over it. You never see anyone do a move like that before, but whatever agility she's got, she kind of like rolls out.
She got like a 28 agility.
She's got like back on she files pretty agility. And then like kind of goes spiraling across the floor, kind of rolls, stands back up, and clicks his head again. We're gonna group check for me.
Nope. Down again, 11.
Adding up. All adding up.
So, Caro's gonna get in close again, bring his hammer around to take her legs off, Eldritch Smite on it as well, so she actually goes prone.
How healthy is 1827 looking right now?
Then
Okay.
Carol's very much like feral mode at the minute, so I'm gonna stand on her chest, grab her arms, and pull.
So you strike the leg, you begin kind of, she tumbles to the ground, you begin grabbing and pulling on her arms. Actually, you hear like probably a tendon ripple, you hear like stretching and cracking. Really? That's all you've got? And you watch as she says that, you feel like a foot wrap around your foot, and you almost feel like your ankle snaps as she twists her leg, and you stumble forward as she does. She brings like you kind of release upon her arm. No, she should still have your arm, so she brings your foot into your throat, and then literally flips you over into the crater.
I've still got hold of her arms.
Yeah,
so
no,
she's
she
coming
goes in
with
with you, she rolls down with you. You probably release each other as you're tumbling down the thing. And she kind of both land in the crater.
Where's
She goes
Cactus in relation to the
like
greater?
10 feet away from it. You both land in the crater, and she comes up quick, she kind of flips up, and then kind of jumps, kicks off the side of the crater, kicks off the side of your chest, and then flips and lands on top of the crater. And then picks up the knife.
Are you gonna deal with this bitch?
check something. Oh, that's a bit evil.
And I would say at this point, Caro's definitely seeing red. Like your vision is going red.
I've got me the hammer be hanging from my belt. I get that. And how deep the
It's
crater?
only take 10 feet.
She can't be up there. She needs to be down here with me. Hammer into the side of the crater. Thunder Smite to break it off as she falls in.
Yeah, so you kind of like break a bit of the air, cause the minor like, slide. Kind of pins your legs in a little bit, you can easily kick it off. She kind of starts tumbling and kind of sliding down. She won't record, but slides down towards the
As she slides into range, grab and chokes her.
You just pick up and fly it into the ground. It's like a small crack appears in the she's like down. Pick up a critical check for me.
I'm gonna cast Beacon of Hope with Growl.
Head cast. Oh, I've got around.
It's only Beacon of Hope.
Does that count 'cause it wasn't in the tray or not?
Well, try.
As I do it, I'm
17.
gonna look at Lady Marine, see how she reacts, and so try and indicate to her that I'm going to heal both 1827 and Gaxus.
Make a charisma save for me.
Who, me?
I think she's trying to make you not.
Yeah. I'm being annoying and being the distraction.
9.
You kind of do that and she just kind of rolls her eyes and you vanish and it's suddenly insanely hot as you appear in a familiar shop and playing fire. She plays shit.
Oh, she playing shit, yeah. Oh, damn.
Can't you?
Just
She
totter over
kind of
to
got hold of it. She's like in the ground still hold of it. She kind of like, she'll use the knife and she kind of like got her hands on you trying to twist it off.
It just slamming.
It's over and over and over again. Make a crit check for me.
10.
You kind of keep throwing her back down into this hole, and then you kind of, as you lift her up, and she kind of just, she appears like her body stops moving. You kind of look, and she's kind of like just limp.
She's not in the way.
She's not in the way anymore. Throw her up and out of the crater and start heading towards this
So
brick.
you throw it out of the crate, she kind of hits the ground and stumbles. You climb back out, and as you do, you see she kind of stands back up and fires these 3 bolts into you. 2 strike you in the chest, and 1 strike you in the neck. You feel a shock electricity through one, a burst of flame through the other, and this kind of weird gas fills the air. You just point this one. You into this?
No.
No, okay.
Into disease.
Disease, okay. And the gas kind of fills the air with you.
I do not have what we call warping kit prepared today.
I'm about to ask what's
Dad
happening.
sits down in the shop like,
13.
I hate it
So you
here.
kind of go all dazed for a minute, and you kind of start coughing, and that kind of making a charisma check for me. I think this will be enough to kind of set us.
Oh, that's high.
24. Finally a good
You
roll.
feel a kind of guttural rage and anger, but like your vision's like confused. Like you're seeing double to everyone, and then you're seeing like nothing. Whatever this is really messing with your head. You're kind of like trying to. You keep seeing people come towards you, kind of push them away, attack things you think you see, but you don't. And all you hear is, all you want to do is run away and hide. I don't get it, Carol. So this isn't like a mechanical mask voice.
That's just 27.
Yeah, I don't get what you're doing. I mean, you want to fight, clearly. You gotta click. You want to kill? Okay. And you want to run away, hide somewhere? I don't get it. Yeah, people die, people live, whatever. Things happen. You can't run away. You can't just hide like a coward. You can think you're saving yourself. Retiring, settling down, that doesn't happen, that doesn't work. Trust me, I know. You can't run away from your past. Unless you're not, unless you're just too scared to face it, too scared to stick around. And that's the case, then what's the point in you? You're a symbol, carry your whole that shield. People look for you, believe in you. I mean, you stood the queen up in a speech. Now you're in a tension. Now you're on a run and hide. Sure, run, hide. Your past keeps following you. And you feel this kind of blade plunge into your chest as everything kind of ends. And it looks up towards you. Kind of twists the knife in your groin. It's like one of those kind of round blades that just twists into your gut and just punches you once in the jaw. Is that what you're gonna do? Run, hide. Or could you hide him? Or could you run?
It's called the pile driver.
Anyway, no. That's what she's gonna do.
He knows. Just blood bloodlusted at the minute.
Well, as you're hearing that, like this kind of like hallucination fades, like seeing people attacking you. You're just kind of looking at her. And as she says all that, you can see like flashes in your mind, like up to her of soldiers in battle, in the party and dying to Esteban, of all those kind of rushing to your mind and fills you with rage.
Even though Kara's still a bit curious about something, I'm gonna rip the mask off her face.
Good call.
And it's just like Kira doesn't
Just
do it.
Kira's
Yeah, wasn't sure if that was an illusion or not. That's always just been wrong. Kara's been like, is this bitch actually look like this? And then
Her hair's probably a bit short, actually, with extensions for this guy's, but ooh. No, this isn't an illusion.
While you're thinking, I totter over to Lady Moraine. Is it? Oh, just excuse me. Did you kill my party cleric, Erdan?
Oh, I'll get him in. He's in the fight. He's in my shop.
Thank you very much.
Remind me. I'll probably forget.
I'll remind you. I will remind you.
Hoselda, butterfly memory.
She was like, Carol, do you know? Because she's got something she'll do. You don't think.
just quietly, just so she hear it. So Kara's just gonna. It's gonna be a heavy, very tired sigh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Because I don't know what else to do. And then, yeah, just grabs her head and bite. Just bite her face.
You kind of bite into her face. You all see blood spew from her face. Okay, number 3 check for me. It's called the other one.
11.
As you kind of bite into the side of her face, you kind of pull out, and you all hear this guttural roar, like this rage within Caro. And he just turns back and just continues to punch. 27 in the face, and drops her to the ground, turns, and he looks towards all of you, and you see where his eye has flickered red, it's now a burning red flame. You hear like this growling, and he marches up towards Motors. You're not in control. He walks towards you.
Yeah, I'm pulling out both blades. And I'm activating my rage with the gauntlets.
And thus begins this showdown of rage. Motors and Caro trading blows back and forward.
Yeah, if you want to get the other two up, do it.
Huh?
If you want to get the other two up while I'm distracted, do it.
Roll a d20 for me. What's your strength?
+9.
I got +7.
That's interesting.
That's terrible. I'm gonna reroll it. 22.
You will punch back and forth, and you fought Caro kind of in the past. You've trained with
Yeah.
You can't like overcome whatever this rage is, and it is striking you in the face, and you're feeling like a burning sensation. You're kind of resist fire damage, but you still feel a burning sensation until he grabs you by the neck. You go to stab, he grabs the sword of Cat and plunges it through your chest.
Yeah.
Before throwing you on the ground, standing on the blades, it digs in deeper, lifts up the other sword, and just kind of scrapes it across your neck before sticking it down into the same time as the sword down your neck, and you feel both blades touch inside you, and there's this really weird pulsating mass forming in your chest as it kind of pulls back, turns towards Iggy,
I'm not in control.
walks towards Iggy, picks up with a royal grace as he does,
Kara, do you really want to do this?
just swings it down towards you.
Is this really what you want to use all this anger for?
Flashes across your chest.
Kara's not in control right now.
Enjoying this.
Your strength. Your
Plus 9.
What's your strength? What's your strength?
A lot.
I'll take a 1.
+14.
Well done, Carol.
Carol's not home right now. Please leave a message.
After the beep.
Please leave a message after the scream. I just like blacked out now.
Oh yeah, basically you hear what she says, and then you and then you basically come back.
Didn't you just roll fate dice?
I think they're good.
Are they
I've not given any out. They're all mine.
No. As in your 3 portents.
I've already got my portents set. 19, 25.
They were Iggy. Yeah,
29?
yes.
No, 19 plus 12 is what? 20.
31.
Can't add any more after I know the roll, but I can lucky it, I think.
Yeah.
Or can I portent my own fate after knowing the outcome?
You can't put on after you know the outcome. It replaces the dice roll. No. Take no for this.
Can I lucky it again?
You're
then?
lucky.
Just quick question while this is going on. How close are these two? And is he still conscious?
You're like bleeding out. Like you can't move. Like you're alive, but you're like basically. I imagine this is gonna be like a quick, as quick as I said it was. It's like a 3 or 4 minute fight, which ended with him plunging in the base. And you're like still, you're like on death. You're stable. You're not dying, but you're like, oh, I can't even admit it.
But is he conscious?
Yes, you're semi-conscious.
How
We
far
were
away
next
is
to
he?
each other because we were watching from the roof.
Iggy,
Well, you were on
Get
the roof.
across.
You were down the ground, weren't you?
No, I was on the ground.
So.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
really,
thought you were on
Well, we
watching
will
from
say
the
for
roof.
this, Caro jumped up the building and it was like basically sweeping up the building.
Much better.
That might do it. That might do it. Add another 7 to whatever I said.
Yeah, 29 plus
36.
36. So he swings over it and you can like feel slice across your chest. You're still able to like stand and breathe.
Mm-hmm.
What's your charisma bonus?
Bonus is +5. Bonus or save? Bonus is 5.
Let's see how far it'll go. Do anything this or do you want to just try and do something for
Hmm? I'm going to what is the word for the spell? Polymorph myself into a T-Rex and just start chomping.
on the roof.
Yeah, like
I'll-
a faint break.
And I imagine I end up standing on the wall of force from earlier.
No, I think the man is higher than the wall of force.
Are you gonna?
Yeah,
You could jump as you
Yeah,
polymorph.
I'll jump.
You
if
jump,
I've got-
you jump off the roof, land on the ground, and then
And
Karen, you kind of grab Karen and bring him down with
Yeah.
you.
And
While
it's kind of,
he's-
you know, the Hulkbuster, go to sleep. It's the opposite. It's wake up.
You're, and I like the scene, Carol just kind of puts a hand on your small T-Rex mouth and just starts pulling out the teeth, grabs the tongue, twists it, and tears the tongue off
Mm-hmm.
before using it to wrap around the throat of the T-Rex and just start pulling. The form eventually drops because of the damage,
Uh-huh.
and he is still...
Would I have a chance to scooch out of it?
You can make a deck save for me.
I'm very good at not getting caught in things.
Make a deck save.
I can't find what the thing was from, but I remember on that some program, someone's got that T-Rex and was pulling that way. I think Caro doing that.
You kind of do have to pull the teeth out and get the tongue and start chewing the tongue. Although I think the tongue would land.
There's a used.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I want my friend back. 16.
That's a very pretty
11.
Hmm.
27.
thing into the chest.
Dex check.
Mm-hmm.
Gives a shit what you're eating, ban on fighting people.
Saving throw. Dex check. 27. 30.
That's it.
That's a good dex check, man.
So you wiggle out of this kind of tongue, you kind of break through it, kind of panting for breath, and Carol just turns and looks towards you again.
Spells.
And he begins saying something, but you don't know what he's saying. You don't understand the language.
I've got comprehend languages.
Cast it.
I'm a back way up because I can, because we've been fighting, and comprehend languages. I want to hear what he said.
It was only says it was only when he says it, when he says it.
Ah.
Do I hear it?
No, you're really left on the ground.
I mean, I'm semi-conscious.
Yeah. It's only kind of quiet to himself.
Okay, but I've cast it for now.
Doing good, mate.
Felbin like
I've
flying
just realised
away,
I don't
like
have
I'm not getting
force.
it.
I have force
I'm prepared to
cage,
get whacked.
I've got
I've
them
got a
mixed
plan.
up. So
So it's happening again.
I'm assuming that I can use that now.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, where's that one, by the way? Who's watching this?
Someone stood next to Lady Marie at the moment as he walked over to her. At some point, he's going to ask, "Is this expected? Let me know if you fancy we should intervene at some point before all of us die." Okay, good.
I'm going to cast animate objects on presumably all of the rubble that's around.
Yeah, dare an axe, one 27 daggers just starts floating.
Yeah, and I'm going to help him with them, keeping one between me and him and shooting at him with
You
range.
just swing these weapons up and you just kind of bust them down, and if you stick into them, continues to like scream.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Lady Marine hasn't decided, oh, you know, I'll bring the cleric back now.
We just chatted to her and what her response was, "I'm next."
Oh.
She just basically knocked most of these weapons down.
I'm keeping it range, but yeah.
And he starts charging towards you. Probably closes the gap on you and then just tackles you into the ground and just places his hands around it and starts choking.
Dominate person. That's
the
fine.
whole spell does nothing.
It goes through any charm immunities.
Yeah, but
Oh, from
here's a
shard.
question.
It's not technically an immunity then.
No, but here's the question. That's dominate person.
That is what I was thinking.
He might not be a person at this point.
Ooh, I
Like
think
that-
that's two very good points I haven't thought
I'm a
about.
force of nature.
It's not immunity, it just doesn't affect that creature type.
Oh, it's not. Ooh, that's interesting. We'll say, we'll make a safe character. So I don't think so. What's your, make a safe?
What's the set? What is the save?
It's charisma.
It's 15.
It's a 6. Oh wait,
33.
it's a 6.
Right, that's still 21.
I don't think that beats me, but one moment. What am I attuned to that my save is that?
What does it say?
I mean, like, headband of intellect, gosh darn it. No, fails it.
Oh, this is 20.
You just fail. You just fail.
Did you fail? You don't mind them?
Yes. Let me just read the spell and double check what it does.
My idea was to go to the phone and just stay out of his range and just blast radiant damage at him.
His range is infinite currently. He caught up to me.
Yeah,
I can fly though.
29 strength. I can.
He can
on
jump.
it.
I can fly higher than he can jump.
Not at this.
Oh, it's a
point.
whiz save, not a charisma
Well,
save.
we get to
sorry.
find out what other powers characters have.
Just jump
If
up
that
to
makes a
the
difference.
directions.
Oh wait, I can't.
Bad.
I'm just gonna tell him stop attacking me.
So you say this. Carry your visions back to normal and you hear you say stop attacking you. And then you watch your hand raises up and you grip Sticky's throat. And you're seeing this now, like what's going on, like you're watching from the back seat.
Can I do anything?
You can't move, like you're watching from your
Vortex War Piggy.
just watching.
No, like middle of the crater.
And then you just watch yourself with your head turned and start moving towards. Kind of scouting out for any years when it locks out of Selma. And then you go
Harris
back.
will probably be nearby as well.
Harris has probably been knocked out at this point as well. Yeah. I'm not going to role play Ben being put to show and that's not yet. Harris has probably been knocked out. And then you start moving towards Selma.
Minor illusion. Wait, he's just not there at all. Okay.
I'm going to
Where he
cast.
goes, oh, that's interesting.
What did you notice?
No, good luck.
I cast Ottic's Resilience Sphere on myself,
Right, we'll see if that works.
and then I fly upwards,
Alright,
75 feet.
Carol leaps up towards you.
Dominate person again.
I'm gonna say, probably grabs hold of the sphere.
The spell's still on it.
Yes,
You've dominated Caro. You haven't dominated whatever this bitch is.
That's a good point.
So Jump lands on the sphere and you start punching the sphere itself.
Mm-hmm.
And you watch as cracks begin forming in the spell. As he puts his hand through, the strike follows through, clocking Selby on the jaw, cracking with the faceplate.
So, when I go between planes to hell, do I get to choose where on Glacier's level to go?
I imagine it's probably at like the palace. Your own dictation. The door of the palace.
Okay.
Where? Yeah, palace, there'll be a palace, yeah, palace.
He's currently as strong as a disintegrate spell.
I'm gonna do
So
something and it's gonna be
being punched?
horrible.
You cracks a bit of your faceplate and then kind of grabs hold of the rest of it. And he's like probably pulling you down. Because he weighs more than Selvan does.
Mm-hmm.
So your spell also fires
About
slowly
10
pulled back
about
towards
10
the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He grabs it, tears the faceplate off, and then just roars. But as he releases this roar, flame erupts from his mouth,
Mm-hmm.
charring Selvan with a con save for me.
Okay, can I absorb elements to reduce the damage?
Yeah, you can.
And
I think I need to get Caro into a non-populated area.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, well,
no.
you guys all fall conscious of Kara still left.
No, it's not that. I can get up.
Have you
28?
ever shown
28.
me
So you
to read
pass,
or
But you kind of like
to
feel this burning sensation.
read?
You kind of like
Just
stay
trying to
conscious
do
as you move begin
I'm
falling
gonna-
towards the ground.
I'm gonna use 5 charges of the armor to bring myself up.
Yeah,
And he's
Pulling the
under
fucking
through
sword
the
out of me. I'm gonna turn to Mary and be like, do you know where to fucking plane shift him?
Oh no. I mean, I could, but no.
this is what she wanted.
Yes, I know. But I've got something and I'm gonna let thunder crackle down my arm. Let's see if we can divide this.
I've got the cube of gay on me.
She doesn't recognize him.
Can you plane shift him or get a gate going?
Oh, I know what you're doing.
He's not even placed it in the bay.
Do you have a gate?
I mean, that's pretty high up to the sky, so you know.
It's not. It's a radius.
How big?
5 miles.
You can fly.
5 miles.
You can fly.
Sure.
Are we telepathically hugged?
Yeah.
I'll drag him up there.
Yeah.
Well, Selba's being pulled towards
Yeah,
the
I'm too
ground.
heavy for you.
Yeah.
so
Because
I
you're
can-
10 from the left, he weighs more than you can carry.
So I can vortex warp myself out of his grip.
Yeah.
And then he's got nothing to jump off of. At the
Well,
moment,
Carol then
so-
falls to the
yeah.
ground and impacts into the ground.
So we're already quite high up.
But then would see Iggy
Yep. Hello.
turns
Yep.
and runs towards Igneous and just
I'm gonna pass minor illusion.
go for it.
I know what Tarova looks like.
Throw me the cubic.
I know what young Caro looks like.
You
I-
do.
You don't know
I'm
what you're
gonna
carrying
say.
on
I'm gonna
Oh,
say.
I can imagine what young Caro.
Yes.
Do you have to? I'm gonna say telepathically. Do you have to keep gate?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm gonna say. Can you fucking toss it to me?
Get it off my corpse.
Then I'm just gonna say back. You want everyone in this city dead?
That's go.
I'm about to die. No, of course I don't. I'll throw it up, but I'm still casting it because it's a.
That's after you.
I'll attempt to try and catch it and chuck it to Motus.
Yes. I just need it.
So Caro, whatever this thing is controlling Caro sees it. And you just hear from the marine. Oh, that was a bad idea.
Yes.
And you see as Caro clicks his neck and just slowly walks over towards Igneous now. And just stands above you.
You can catch it,
Yeah.
right?
I'm gonna.
Turns and looks at you and charges.
I'm taking that
You
cube.
grab the cube.
I'm casting a spell. Can I please cast my spell?
What was the spell?
Minor illusion.
Well, you did manage to make Trove for him, Caribbean. That's what he saw with then turn and was charging him at you. So you cast a spell, she goes, that was a bad idea.
I didn't get to finish
Yes.
Okay,
explaining
well,
it.
what's it going to be? I'll take it on map and what to do.
Okay, so it's going to be Caro protecting Tarova, looking terrified of current Caro.
Because he then sees a scared Caro and Tarova. He is the monster. He's the monster, yeah, that's going to be worse.
Congratulations, you just killed your child.
And he looks at Renadium and just starts charging him.
As he's charging him, I'm throwing up. I'm like trying to match his pace and try and get to Viridian just before he gets it. I'm opening a gate to a furnace and I'm sending him through with me.
You're like, oh, this isn't good, and he reaches out to Vanadium as this gate cuts through his hand as they both tumble through his portal.
I'm closing it.
Do I have time to get to it?
No, you're shit hand.
I'm closing it, and then I'm just right in the middle of it.
So you appear in the centre of the blood war.
Yep.
And then you just watch as this huge line
It's fine.
is crippled and destroyed on both sides. And for the first time since it began, there is a more than a 10 centimetre cube of no demon the devils in the as this huge 5 mile area is eradicated.
A new front is opened.
Our front.
It throws Kara into the ground. You're off. Race for this one. Oh dear.
Someone get me there. I have an idea.
Yeah, because your last idea worked well.
Yes, but I saw the effects of it. It's more information than Iggy had before.
And Karo's form, you see, is scarred and broken.
I'm just gonna.
Just rises back up. Actually, no. He glides there. And he just, boom, stands back up as the shard. The mantle will go off.
So I'm on 1.
I'm just gonna hold up a hand, like literally floating about 40 feet above him, be like, "Welcome to hell," and I'm going to rain hellfire down on him.
If hellfire strikes the body,
Yeah,
What is it that Conquest
no
says?
effect.
that's what I was wondering. So I'm going to sit there and I'm going to quicken spell fireball right on him as thunder damage.
Strikes the body, it explodes once he flies back, hits the ground, and lies there motionless for a moment.
I'm just backing up.
So, well done. We're going to say, how was the average of fireball?
27.
What's your con save?
Plus 10, I think.
It's like plus 10, plus 11.
Brett,
10.
you were literally like, prepare for my arrival.
Yes!
And you watch as Karo just stands back up again. Dives into the air towards you, grabs hold of you, swings you down towards the ground. This guttural roar, as you said, the arm is now shattered, and once where Karo was kind of these scales of Karo wear have now changed to a black scale.
As he's pulling me down,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at him, I'm like, that's where my friend is. And then I'm going to headbutt him, and I'm putting smite, all of the fucking charges from the thing, and just everything into that headbutt.
It blasts Karo across the battlefield, striking the floor. Probably knocks you back a few feet as well, as you kind of hit his old ruined for a wall, topples down, but he gets back. Gets back up, and stands back up.
Sending to Motus. How are you doing? Do you require
I'm
assistance?
busy.
Get me over there.
He can't hear us. He's in a different plane.
Get me over there.
I can't do that.
Moreno.
No. That's how this works.
Sending Erwin. Can you bring him here?
Pass him a sending scroll. He was
I'm
gonna
gonna
do a
sending Erwin and basically ask him to get me to there.
Get him to where?
Do you know where you're going?
Avernus. I know what's
Hold
on
on,
the
do
cube
you
of
know
gates.
what they went to Avernus?
I know what's on the cube of gate, and I know where Motus
You-
likes
you would've
being.
known, you would've
I'm
seen
gonna
it
be
before.
an annoying prick while I'm healing, and I've got a fuck ton of healing for myself. I'm just gonna,
Also, my healing as well.
I'm gonna summon so he can't heal. I'm gonna summon the angel and the vampires to fight him.
So, that's interesting.
Oh, you're in the Blood War.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be bad. So the vampires, cool, whatever, I guess. The angel appears.
Like, nope.
He goes, oh, Master Moses, this is a poor place for me. And sees Karo. It can't be.
What is he?
I kind of thinking to himself, I have seen that form. It can't be. It can't be. Get me out of here now.
Fine, and I'll dismiss him. You're still in this fucking sword, though.
I'm sorry. You can't kill the sword.
I'm going to
what
send.
He, like He-Man bends him.
They can't kill swords.
I'm going to
You got
sending
words
Li-
for you on that.
I'm going to sending Lady Moraine asking if I can come back, please.
She's like, you shouldn't have played.
Yeah, that goes through.
Please, may I come back?
What did you say?
Can I come back, please?
No. Your service is not needed for the time being. They'll just slow things down.
So, Karen's got his lay on hands.
Yep.
He's got healing from the hammer.
You're basically at full health.
I say, but what do you use the healing from the mantle? Just got if I need to knock it down or not.
I say for the time being, not yet. The hammer and the healing hands, one of the hands would be enough to get you for this part, right? And you see Carol kind of stand up now, and you see kind of the black, kind of, not even scale, more like flesh coats his arms, black claws, his teeth are this grey, twisting bone. You've got these two small horns that appear, this kind of long spiked tail and your glowing red eyes. This is Carol.
It's just a smile.
You went off.
What?
It's not a no.
A combination of an angel and a devil demon is called a Nephilim.
Love it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch from a distance.
He just starts walking towards you.
Kara's the Antichrist.
If you like it.
Starts just approaching you.
I'm
And at this point, you hear like this infernal speech, and you recognise the speech. But here's an ancient version of that language. And you're trying to translate it. Like, right, hang on. Do you want to try to focus on translation or do something else?
I'm gonna focus on
Let me
translation.
tell you something.
The
It's
vampires
like
are
hearing what the Taran was saying. You know it's draconic script, but the words are
So the most I got was 10.
you're like, you can't, you know it's infernal, but that is an old, must be an old dialect.
Am I still being
Carries on, once you vanish, probably after you kind of break through the dome,
That was.
black out again.
Oh yeah, also.
Carol starts approaching you.
I'm going to. The state that he's in,
This isn't Carol.
I know him, but this guy is trained on me.
I don't know.
There's a vampire gnawing on my face. I was like, no.
Oh, do you see the vampires attack him?
Yeah.
Oh, they've been ripped to shreds.
Oh, I know. I was.
Well, kind of like he's now got these claws and just claws through one, kicks another one, pulls the head off a third, uses the spinal cord to stab another two. It's like he just kind of steps on.
Okay, I'm gonna message you something.
Yeah.
I know what I'm dragging.
Well, say you're thinking as Carol gets closer and closer, you're like, shit, I'm thinking.
No. I know what I'm doing.
Did I get anything back from you?
Carol goes,
No.
it is. I don't know how to get to ends.
Gosh darn it. How did we get there last time?
The assembly centres.
Assembly centres.
Are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do? I think
Is
that
Harris
is.
unconscious
Yeah.
now?
You start running.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm flying.
You start flying towards this old, kind of boned prison deep in Avernus.
I'm fighting Tiamat.
When suddenly you feel a hand on your shoulder, this glacier appears. Leaving this place, you both vanish. Kara just stands alone in Avernus. There's locks around.
I'm gonna say what he said in Infernal to her. She'll fucking know what it means.
We don't fight them.
What did he say?
It's not a script. It's a war cry.
When does the war end?
The war never ends. He is a harbinger of oblivion. A hybrid creature. To destroy all.
Wow. I hope you've got something in that belt, dear.
Let's go and speak to the big man.
You just left in Infernus for
Just
the blood war.
Oh, there's the blood war.
So, did you try to get in touch with anyone from the material party?
I did send you a sending at some point recently.
Yeah. I'll wait for a second. I'll wait for a sending to come through.
Yeah, at certain points I will say sending. Hello, Motus. We're trying to work out a way to get to you since you took our own direction. I'm not grumpy and I know you're busy, but what the fuck is going on?
Kara's probably going to destroy everything. We need to talk to Heisel.
This is it. This.
Don't come to hell unless asked.
Got it.
There's
I
a
assume you
quote.
passed that on.
I will.
There is a quote that fits very well for this. There are 3 things that a wise man fears: the sea in a storm, a night on with no moon, and the anger of a gentle man.
That is from A Wise Man's Fear.
Yeah.
I know,
You've
it's
got
still
to kill
stuck in the
everybody in the
flame of
blood
fire.
pool.
I won the blood.
Well,
I'm gonna start
here's the
going
thing.
around and.
You don't have anyone to target at the minute. She just finds the blood war, and Caro just rains hell on both sides.
Yeah.
Whatever this is, I'm gonna say it's Caro, whatever this thing is, starts hacking away both sides.
I love it. This is what Kara
Should I
always
get
wanted.
out Fenris?
I'm gonna.
I can get out Fenris.
Gonna.
No,
just
you
ask-
don't want to put him near this thing. This thing
I'm gonna
doesn't
start
have hit
going to
points.
start making
Oh, no.
sure Gaxus and 27
Oh, no.
aren't
They
dying,
kind of will
and
eventually
see if
get
Lady
back
Marie
up.
is like pissed off at that.
Did you say what Moody said to you to her?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They're like,
Well, that's not good.
no.
Please indulge me as to explaining what the fuck is going on whilst I heal these
I
people.
think I am the reason why hell's kind of stop existing sometimes. That's what it is.
You are.
Well, I mean,
I don't particularly care about you unless it's relevant. Can we help him at all?
maybe.
How?
I don't know.
How has any one of them managed to control the
You know, you might
whatever it is
probably-
that...
I don't know what this
All the
is.
god of
Let's
hell.
start.
I know,
Make you stop.
but you have a history with everyone who has had this, right?
No.
I am the god of hell now, bitches.
No one you
Just
know
give me-
who
just
has
give me
had
what
this
I
These
made
things
them
don't
for.
aren't meant to exist.
That's all I
at
ask.
Stop.
Then why'd you make
I
them?
know,
I didn't
my
make
point.
them.
There is someone in the party.
I
who
just
might
gave
have the-
birth to
but-
someone
not here at the
who
moment.
kind of probably led to that.
Helpful.
If you
I'm
had a
going to
cleric.
Okay.
gonna get
I love this for you.
I'm gonna try and get Harris up
Yeah, I was going to expect that.
and see if I want to see if I've like from the information I've got, do I know about anything about what this? Have I heard of anything like
Okay,
this?
shoot it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pray to Bahamut.
He's like, no.
He's like, I don't listen when you're on guest.
Hey, this ain't
Oh,
about
I've got a
me.
good history. Wow. So that's
Blimey.
20. 37.
Recently, you read in a book in Esteban's Lair
Yes.
that a long time ago, there were creatures called Harbingers of Oblivion, which is the old name for hell, I'm guessing in a long what's not well. And these
The
things
frog
were
thing is
actually a
funny.
hybrid mix with angels and devils. And they kind of went a bit wrong down the line. No quite knows why, but something turned these things into once great warriors, into machines of destruction that went through and destroyed the old hell back in the several cycles ago, and then turned attention on the celestial planes to it. But they were stopped, and they were actually the reason a cycle ended in some things. But they destroyed.
But that was multiple.
That was many cycles ago.
That was multiple.
Oh, so the other one said like an army.
So an army of what Kara is right now.
I'll pass this information on to the party.
Except for Erdan, who's not
Well, we're
there.
about to try and I'm about to try and get
Oh,
you.
okay.
Since Harris is awake.
Yeah.
How many times can Harris plane shift? Can Harris plane shift?
Yeah, Harris usually has plane shift, but will only be able to cast it twice.
I mean, you can word of recall, right?
I do not have it prepared.
Oh yeah.
You never have the right spell you need at the moment.
I know.
It's really
I usually
unfortunate.
do have word of recall prepared, but
Oh, if you'd have word of recall, you'd have come back already. wouldn't
Yeah.
you? Sorry.
but right now I have Sunbeam. I forgot to change
If
my
I had a
spell.
super gate on me, actually I don't have anything to the plane of fire.
We
No, I've
do.
got a tuning
Can
force
Harris-
plane
I
of
have to do
fire.
it twice.
Yeah.
It's similar spell, but also.
So we got told not to come to hell until asked. So we've got to be able to get to hell at some point.
Have you've not come back to the material plane, have
No.
you?
Do I know anyone? Who else do we know that has plane shift?
Everyone.
But Erwin's busy at the moment and he doesn't go that
I mean,
direction.
how many
Leah?
charges does the cubic gate have?
Leah,
Leah?
send us.
How many charges do you throw?
So be used towards you.
Use a sending scroll to Leah. Ask if we can attempt to pick up Erdan from the Plane of Fire because there's a big
Am
emergency
I
going
going?
on.
Are we going to see old Daddykins or somebody else?
Probably Daddykins and his and his master's girlfriend. Probably. Like, this is probably something that
Used
even Calisius will be like,
So,
oh
5
no!
seconds.
So you end up, you have shifted to a very cold, frigid land.
No, it's
This
not.
is Mephistopheles.
Mephistopheles.
How can I be of assistance? And she basically fills him in.
And he looks surprised.
Do you have a solution? We need something.
Don't tell your father, he'll somehow blame someone for this. Way to keep this a secret. And did you do any big scenes of acts or anything that people were big into?
Yes.
Okay.
It was kind of hard when I was fighting him off.
Oh, you're still alive? I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be like where I got stabbed through in the chest where the armor actually didn't bend. It's just like that.
It'll buff out.
Yeah. I do have a plan.
Landing.
Well, he's meant to destroy everything.
Yes.
What if we send him somewhere that, well, is endless? Well, 2 planes over.
Maybe.
What's 2 planes over from me?
From hell?
Yeah.
The abyss.
The abyss.
Okay.
The abyss is endless.
Oh, you're gonna get him to fight back now.
But we do need to get Caro back somehow.
Yes, I know.
You'll be
but
fine.
So,
We-
holding so.
Could
whilst
we? My point is, we can we can while he's basically butchering Abyss, we can come up with a fucking plan to get him back.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it's more like a distraction tactic at this point. It's like trying to fight Superman
Yeah.
And Abyss is Callie's role.
Carol would win.
right now. Yeah, I'm just saying.
The magic.
What items did Kara have on into the site? Did you bring all your gear and leave some stuff behind?
I would have passed the bag of holding off to someone.
exactly.
So it'd be the hand.
Okay,
Going into this, you wouldn't have had the shield. You wouldn't have any shield. It would have just been him and hammer. Yeah, have the hammer, the Crimson Warhammer, the armour, and the belt. That's like the only things to be carrying on him.
Good.
This rage, the power source, right?
I have no idea.
What do you know about what he is?
That they once destroyed hell, and then started to destroy another plane, and then apparently that world ended. So I don't really know.
So we don't know what stopped them the last time.
I have no idea. There wasn't. I don't think anything did stop them last time. I think they destroyed everything. This is bad. This is a really bad idea.
No, I don't, because I used it in the Esteban fight.
Trap.
Yeah.
I can destroy him
That would be
potentially.
and that would kill him alright.
I imagine, yes. I would quite literally create a demi-plane and destroy the aforementioned demi-plane and leave nothing left. That is my only idea for dealing with whatever this is.
I mean, it's not the worst idea. If it does get out of hand, that could be it.
I love how this doesn't count as out of hand yet.
What is he again? Isn't he? It is.
Yes, from what I know,
At some point, in about
he is some form of angel, devil, demon hybrid thing.
you just get ascending coming through with Selban telling you exactly what he knows.
Okay.
Because I found out.
Okay. So that has to be like my brain's not the caffeine hasn't kicked in yet.
Here, have this.
That is a
I
lot
call
of
it a
things.
blue cow.
Thanks.
Snacks.
No, I'm super hybrid between all these things.
That is the side that is bad. That is why that is higher.
incapacitate him.
Perhaps.
The only thing I can think of is getting Caro out of there.
Can we calm his mind down? It sounds like an angry thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't think calm emotions is going to cut it.
Literally know someone who can do this, and they're standing by watching.
No one's felt hair in yet. We've been
Oh.
sitting to each other, kind of like, I know what's going on.
I've
would
told-
have done that. We would have.
You haven't shared. Oh, that's a good point. I thought, oh yeah, I'm just an idiot.
Yeah, because I told her.
You told them that when she mentioned what it was. Oh my god, I'm thick as fuck today. So
I'm
That's
gonna-
okay.
bear with. She is thinking to herself at the moment. She's
Okay.
I'm going to then,
Eat the demon.
I guess, borrow a scroll of fucking sending.
Gotta make a deal of it.
First, we'll give you a scroll something. He's a bit shaken by, hell destroying creature.
Anyone can get something free from a devil, it would be you.
You're
So-
welcome.
Also, you could just ask your, wife to give you a sending scroll.
Yeah, I mean, I would just ask for one. Yeah,
It's 50
I'm gonna
sauce
I'm gonna message Miriam directly and say, brute force isn't gonna stop him. This is all consumed in his rage. You need to end this.
Yes, I gather that. I just need to get close enough.
Avernus.
I can do Avernus. Can we get him out of Avernus? We might need assistance.
By who?
Everyone?
The Light Brigade? Galleon specifically.
Ice mounted is done.
Oh, sure.
Oh!
And she looks at you all and goes, right, well, I know where we're going.
Where are we
Okay,
going?
One moment, clicks fingers, and I'm like, what are you doing in the shop? You're walking around.
I'm Piccolo sitting there. You know when Piccolo's just sitting there all the time.
You're like sitting there, and you just feel a sudden fresh air as you're still in that same position, fall hit the ground. Anyway, then,
Oh, I'm back now.
why are you laying on the floor?
Where's Karen?
What's happened?
I offered to help you out.
It's going swimmingly well.
I fell out in.
I'm going to do a religion check to
Yeah.
see if I know anything extra. Hold on.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just literally going to use the gate to Ice Mount, not the city, just
Oh,
yeah, it's
that's
not.
terrible.
and
14.
just have you just follow me
Oh
through.
no, 14. I was going to give you +7, but I probably won't be high enough to get anything extra.
You don't know much about them. It's beyond your time. Right, everyone get around.
What's the plan?
I will leave them unconscious technically. That's worse.
I've healed them up so they're not going to die.
You all stay here.
All of us.
No, you.
As in
four.
Gaxus and...
Gaxus,
Right.
then two, they're the peasants.
So, what's the plan now?
Oh, everyone get around.
I believe we're going...
All in comms. We're going to go somewhere where I can call my friends into help.
Oh, great.
So we're going to hell?
No, Ice Mount.
Oh, what?
I like to think as well, just like from a cinematic point of view, they land in Ice Mount and then a fucking portal where hellfire spills,
Literally, that's what
and then
happens.
it's just Caro pushing me through
Where
it.
in Iceland are we?
You're like,
Yeah.
Do you know what? Near the only place that people know is where Sarah just came back.
Yeah.
Okay.
She takes you all there. It is freezing cold.
And then the flame.
And then a black hole appears in the sky. We'll say for cinematic this. You and Mephistophel drift back down to awareness. See this chaos. You see Zariella's like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, not now. Oh, she's nowhere near you. She's flying.
I'm just
away.
gonna be like, we're taking him away, and I'm gonna like float down towards him, and then I'm just gonna be.
He pats you on the back. Devil speed, my friend. I like when it slams you on the back and you feel like a bit of a jump
Yeah.
force. You start opening a portal as you turn, and what you see now is this thing has changed a bit. It looks further gone than what you saw like 10 minutes ago. And what you see now, like how it
Can I
was,
please have wings?
you don't have wings, but you do see this.
Oh!
Where Caro once was, just hacking with claws and this weird control tail. And you just
Basically, berserk armor.
pretty much
Basically, it's moving with
slide
berserk.
into him. And he catches you mid-flight, but it's enough force from Mephistophel to knock you both back as his portal opens and you tumble through. And like occasional devil or demon falls through, but kind of shuts behind him. And and they kind of land, melting the snow around. And they kind of
I'm just gonna flip both of them, like both swords. I'm gonna be like, guys, you better fucking do something. I can't live forever.
Ray has a Ray extending. That's muttering to herself.
Yeah, and then I'm basically just like using 32 AC to block him.
You basically put a good fight up for a good like a minute or so. Until he just pushes back you across the sand.
I would have transformed into Bird Dan to have the speed to quickly get away from him.
And as we're going, I'm basically just telling them what I got told and being like, nothing's gonna stop him. We can only hold him.
I just need a small opening of maybe a minute or so.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to try and relax him.
Okay.
I just need to not be thrown off his back for a minute or so. So
I cast Greater Invisibility on them.
good, very helpful. I still need cannon fodder.
Go.
As at this point you see a flash of light.
Here he comes!
As stepping out, you see this huge, kind of heavily armoured golden figure,
Here
long
he
red
comes.
sword, long
I
blonde
want
silver
to
hair.
see my little.
Lorraine, it's just been a what the fuck is that?
He sees as I'm like putting both swords up
Hi,
the
best
block.
friend.
Hi, this is
Hi, Galleon.
You then see flying down another angelic with a long bow. Bye. What?
Hi, Young Fielder.
What is?
Help!
Oh, Lorraine, good to see you. Why have you brought me to this? This is bad. Is that?
Yes.
Yes.
And they're gonna see us. I like fucking put the sword through his chest and it does nothing.
Yeah, you literally stab through and pull it back, and you just lift yourself back together, and you just backhand.
I'm gonna be like, I've been defending myself a lot, and then I did that. That was the first attack, and then I'm like, oh, why did I do that?
What happens is, as you stab, you probably go for like near like the chest. As you stab, the flesh parts way, and the blade just goes through, and you're like, oh, and he backhands you away. But probably go feel catches you in the air.
I mean, I'm going to have a holy aura upon him.
Yeah.
And the rest of us.
So I need you all to just buy me a few minutes.
I'm going to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hi guys, how have you been?
Can I try and polymorph it?
I'm not built. I'm not currently
I'm
set
not
up.
built for this.
I'm not currently set up right
But
to.
what we will say, we'll cinematic this. You guys try your hardest to slow this thing down.
You get fucked up.
You are
Do you know what I'm
battered and bruised.
Do you know what I'm gonna do?
You know?
So because he keeps like basically he keeps getting to a point of being knocked down, and then the mantle is bringing him back up.
Oh, at this point, he's not being knocked down.
The mantle did it once.
The mantle did it when he was still half Carol. Wherever this thing is, wherever damage you do, it just snaps back and just releases.
Can you slow?
Yeah, I can slow.
Literally
I
one
can literally cast slow.
Literally,
right
as
now.
the slow goes off, it slows him down. Even if that one strike the tail knocks him back.
Hasting motus,
Can I try
just so you can do
command
more?
to try and slow down?
34 AC.
Has no
Yeah,
effect.
just so it's-
Command has no effect. I'm just going to focus.
Ka-chink.
I'm just going to focus on keeping him up.
You do this for a good while, and whatever this is just not going down.
I assume spending most, if not all, of our resources.
Yeah, don't worry about resources. I might give you one resources, but don't worry about spending resources.
How on earth has your dad not ended up like this? Blimey.
I'm
Yes.
surprised Vestron's not burned up at this.
And at this point,
Oh, here he comes.
you do see landing a very angry-looking angel, shirtless, just those trousers on. Got
Here we
one
go.
missing hand, in fact, like giant mace.
Hi, best friend.
You fool! Oh yeah, he doesn't look at you. He just sees all of you, and he gets tackled to the ground, and you rip a bit of him off. Swings up towards his ear. What is this? And looks towards Gallant and Jofios. Brother, we need your assistance in slowing that thing down. And he's like slamming probably Jofios into the snow bit before throwing her back. I best friend picks up the bow, shoots. He just charges towards. And he, at this point, you guys are fucked. You're only just.
Yeah, I'm literally like Obi-Wan Kenobi in the fucking third episode. Like, please don't kill me.
You are barely managing to stay up as the Life Brigade now come in, and between the three of them, they kind of like hold back a little bit. I imagine you're kind of like trying some like healing just to keep them going.
Yes!
You're using your weapon and self, and you're kind of flying around trying to draw attention. Notice you kind of run in and tackle him by the legs, and you watch as Maria kind of climbs on his head and places a hand, starts trying to focus their line. The two drones are all thrown back out the way. Kind of like a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
I'm So what I'm gonna do with his leg, just to make it a little bit more difficult, is I'm fucking attempting to hyperextend it,
No, try. I you bend. You probably snap its leg.
and it just
just
fuck off.
regenerates.
Yeah, I'm literally just like where the pendant is, my hand
But
is.
there is no like gorge. This
I think you actually need that.
bone anymore.
I think that's what you need.
15.
No.
Yeah. Roll the 3 plus 12.
Yeah, you hear like this voice in your head, like, Carol, you there? But whatever this is, kind of pulls back. And she tries again. What are you going to say for me? The DC increases this time.
Roll, Mister.
With your left hand.
You know, we can do it, right?
Mhm.
17.
Plus 7.
No, 20, sorry.
What did you roll?
I rolled 5 plus. Oh no, that was. It was 17 because I looked at charisma, not wisdom.
So you rolled 17.
Yeah, 5 plus 12.
I can't help with that.
Can you make him re-roll to get higher?
From a 17.
No, he rolled a 5.
Yeah, I rolled 5.
Sorry, every time yeah, it's a 15 now.
So plus 12, 27.
Is that plus my 7?
No, so that would be 30.
39.
She tries this again. And after like a few more seconds, at this point, Galleon's being kind of kicked off, really being stabbed with his own sword again. Yofield's being kind of, you see like he snaps a bit of their back and throws it to the ground. And Bester's just being held in the air. You see like the pale fading even as you blows, you can't breathe. You're trying to still pull at his legs.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to hyperextend it, but I'm literally going to try and loop my arm around his arm to like lessen it on Besh.
As he does that, you see the tail thing strikes through your side, like pulling, kind of tearing away the leg inside you. And she kind of focuses, Caro, wake the fuck up, please! And your mind, for a minute, Caro, kind of comes back. You're in like a dark kind of void, like a lucid dream kind of state. Not quite sure what's going on. We just hear like the screams of your friends, this voice calling to you, and you kind of snap back. And as you do, watch as quick as this form took, the form fades back away, and you see something there instead as Carol.
I'm just gonna like collapse into the
Carol, you okay?
Oh, you're alright. You guys are pretty much unconscious and dying.
Including me, even though I was
Well, you're better, but you're probably stabilised, most of you.
Yeah.
I'd say
We're on one
that kind of the last action.
Oh,
point
sweet.
left out.
Okay.
Go on.
Yeah.
And you kind of like,
I-
you kind of let go of Esther.
Yeah.
And it's only really you and Lorraine that are still kind of able to like speak. Because I imagine you've been fighting this thing for like an hour. Like just trying like, not like this moment, but like from the van just doing this first on. It's been a good while. You guys are like, okay. Then kind of like, Carol comes back to Carol form. You have no recollection of what happened. You remember biting into his end in the face and then punching Selvan.
The form you... oh, my lung. The form you... oh, fuck it. It's that sending scroll. The form you took was some form of demon angel hybrid that is a bringer of the end times and caused a previous world end. Because I can't speak. It's with a sending scroll.
Has Carol got any resources left or is everything spent?
I can't, yeah, whatever you kind of would say you would have spent during a fight with Cactus, you would have spent them.
How are we going to the lights are getting back up?
Oh, yeah, they can go, not too far. As this happened, would he do this?
Bestrom?
Yeah.
Is he going to start stuff now?
I can bring it, crack that boy back out.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Oh, God.
What's Captain America down the hole?
How about you?
I'm going to, because Carol's still got some resources, he's going to cast Aura Vitality and start picking people up as a bonus action. He's just going to stand there and say, what, where, oh,
Please,
Carol,
no
you're
more
back.
trying and keeping going. You know that thing that we said of just keep going and see how far it goes? Fucking no.
Just gonna run and give you a tackling hug.
It's a very weak tackling.
Yeah.
He's very sore, internal injuries.
You're back. I was so scared
yeah.
we'd lost you.
I remember biting 27.
Yeah.
Then it was dark for a bit. Then I punched someone, and then I'm here.
You turned into like a gloopy, toothy thing. We couldn't get through to you. You weren't there.
I'm gonna, like, after I get healed, I'm gonna stand up. That was the best fight I've ever had.
You're a goddamn. What was the word? Masochist? That's what we learned last time.
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
Well, he is. Oh, never mind.
Was that
By the way,
all of the anger that was in you? Is that what that was?
I don't know what that was. I remember being in the garden, and then I'm here. Where the fuck's my armor?
that got shattered when I used Storm King's Thunder to ripple you into the ground of Avernus. Sorry.
What?
It's been a little bit of time.
Yeah,
been a day.
I fought you in the garden. You put 2 swords through me, my swords.
Yeah, I can see the holes.
Then we fought in Avernus.
Right.
Mephistopheles was kind of scared of you. That was interesting.
Is that out loud?
Yeah, would he allow me to say that?
Did you say out loud?
Would he allow me?
Wouldn't mind it, yeah.
I would probably say something to the effect of that. Everyone's scared of you. These people are scared of you.
Oh, I was lucky. Bestrin locks. It keeps us cool with natural 20.
I'm ready to fucking fight him. Don't start me. I just got out of one fight. I'm ready to fight him.
Actually, that's a good point.
Offer him a piece of bread.
Okay, I think.
Either way, yeah, you were like unstoppable. Literally unstoppable.
Nothing we did worked. Even when I tried to do things, it didn't stick. It was there for a second and then it was gone.
Carol's just standing, looking really confused.
Anyone got that thing where we do the memory thing?
At this point, Bestrin, you're feeling out, you're going to walk to the side and have a chat. Lorraine's like, well, that went swimmingly well, I think.
No, it did not.
Yes, you know what it does.
She's got a point. And I enjoyed myself.
Right, yes. You do feel a bit different. Like, you feel like, ooh, there's something else inside. You feel that.
So I'm just gonna turn to Maureen. You said that more of these had happened and it was your fault.
Well, they're kind of, these things are what happens. They're rare.
Kara is not a thing.
Or whatever that thing was. It's a thing. What you want to call it, a person, then you do you.
I have no idea what it is.
Well, no, it's
They
different
are.
with the end times. They are a hybrid between fiends and celestials. Very, very rare. Normally come many generations down, I guess.
How many of them have you known?
Don't know. I know of them. They're a fabled, story in the celestial and fiend worlds.
You were.
Like I was gonna go. So I say it's a story. Hello.
Right, yeah. So, Caro, my dear, let's take a seat, shall we? Should we leave this cold place?
Probably best from my murderers.
I'll turn
We'll
towards
try
those
to.
people. Hello, I haven't met you, but thank you for your help.
Oh, we're all like proper magical, aren't we?
No, I'm mechanical.
Oh, how's the car mechanical? It's the character. She better kind of gives you a strange nod.
Thank you for your help.
Callie
You were
kind of
really cool.
nods to you all. Before you depart, said Evolvert, I believe it is time that, seeing what Master Carol became here and knowing what you told me about your time in Hell and the Blue Temple, I believe it is time that we formed an official alliance.
That would be wonderful.
Bester and I will have a chat about how to deal with this, but I believe you are out understanding, my friend, that yes, you may despise magic, but we may need these people's help. And after this is all over, we will see what world we live in then. Where can we meet you all?
Someplace you can't find.
I'm gonna.
Are you okay?
Oh.
I'm just gonna
Healing
three
words.
people put a hand on him and heal him.
Just cast some mass heal on someone.
Oh.
But by anyone else, they kind of you do the
Yeah.
mass heal.
Oh
so
yes,
you
the
will-
hidden sanctum.
Ugh, that's better.
Yes. You're right, goes, I will take them.
Thank you.
Do you remember?
I've just been, yes.
Oh, no, sorry.
The magic takes a while to
discombobulated.
fade.
Woo.
Right.
And like I was saying, dear, me and Quotha have, children, as those do, and well, you're a thing that is a weird hybrid of infernal and celestial.
Okay.
And yes, they call what you became the Harbingers of Oblivion.
Right.
Esteban had a book about them.
Yes, which are bringers of the end time. So just don't go that far, and you should be fine. It did take an army of you to destroy the last hells and celestial places.
Yeah, sure. Let's just.
I think
we're
we're
going
on
to
to
sleep.
Yeah, let's all have a nap.
How will teleportation take us back to the hidden sanctum?
Bounce back. She will obviously bring them along handsomely. They'll have a little chat before they
My God, I was lucky that I did fucking take you to Avernus. You'd have killed that entire fucking city.
I always count them. If it reaches to 500, there is no return.
Oh shit.
What did it get to?
2. I don't know last number to it. 416.
Is there a way to control it?
It's a rage counter.
Next time, send him to the forum to Kelly's Island and just have him.
How about next
Should've
time
dropped
we
me on Dark Moon
don't risk
Island.
losing our friend?
Not sad.
But you do unlock some new abilities, Carol. That these abilities I'm going to give you, you believe you have some control over.
I believe I have some control over, or I have control
You
over.
have control over these ones. If you want to get more, then you make checks.
Don't worry, we'll just do this all again.
Yeah. Round 2.
You get to play chicken with fate. You get to play chicken with rage. Can I go one step further? Can I? Ah, fuck.
No, don't worry, I'm gonna come up with ideas just in case it does happen.
Just so Kara is filled in, can we do that thing where we drag a little memory out of what things look
I
like?
imagine Harris will sort it.
Ask Harris does that, so you can see what you look like.
Fucking melted.
You did.
What? Why have I got fire?
Well, who knows with this? Demons,
infernal.
angels,
I'm gonna
radiant fire,
show.
demonic fire. there's
I'm gonna use my telepathy to basically show what happened in Avernus.
Carol just sort of stops. It's like,
I don't know what Larry the Vampire did for you to rip off his head like that, but
yeah, he knows what he did.
Start making tea.
Alright.
But yeah, I'm gonna show him what happened in Avernus and basically letting him go through a little bit of the blood war and then pull him back. So we know you have a series of events of what happened from your perspective.
Right.
But there was probably a good while where you were just ripping into the blood war itself,
Yeah.
and then shit was being done.
I see that Carol's just really quiet.
Karen, please don't leave us. I know you fight for a good cause and you're willing to push yourself and fight and fight and fight. But that, you are what I fight for. And I know that that's true for many, many others. And there is so much power there. Please, even if you feel you have to use it. Selfish of me, but please don't sacrifice yourself like that. Please don't lose yourself. Fight for what you want to fight for.
I am. And if I need to use it, then I will.
It is your choice.
Seems fitting in a strange way.
To destroy.
No. That, whatever it is, I am. It's the embodiment of what's always been my backup plan.
Burn it all to the ground.
Get back up. That thing doesn't stay down.
That is true. But it also can't tell friend from foe.
That's why you point it and let it run.
I don't want to use you like a weapon, Kara.
There may not be a choice.
There's always a choice. That's something that I have learned over and over again. There is always another way.
Igneous, I believe it is important to give moral guidance, but it might be best to let Caro process this for a moment.
Yeah, you're right. I don't seem to be very good at this kind of thing. And I'll walk away.
Try and grab you back. I'm not saying you're not saying the right thing, just hammering a point home may not be working right now, but he does need to hear those sorts of things.
Matt, you said when Caro's been in the armory for the sanctum, I know you said when it opened to a point where the little key thing stopped at the ceiling. Is there a keyhole on the other side?
No, but did you take the key out the ceiling when you went in?
No. Oh,
No, so that's still in there basically when you take the couch it shuts.
but if you're in there, is there any way to get out?
Yeah,
So-
that's right. Right, you said it was like a few seconds close.
Because of everything that's happened and how fucked everyone looks apart from Moraine because she didn't get involved. Carol's gonna go to the armory, pull the key out, Indiana Jones under the door, and just stay there for a while.
Yeah.
He's gonna lock himself in just while he processes.
Yes.
Anything else anyone wants to do today?
Rest.
Read and draw.
Put a cup of tea outside and some rations outside outside the door where Caro is, and then walk away.
I will go and inform Hell that they can get back to doing what they do.
Oh, they'll be back to it.
Yeah. Tells Ariel, sorry, it was the battlefield. I thought it would be the best option. Essentially. Imagine she would come down and you just fucking swatted her like a fly. That'd be hilarious.
Why do you think she was staying away from it? It is.
She watched you like rip open a pithy and she's like, you know what?
I need to go report.
I wonder what Tiamat's reaction would have been.
You think I was trying on them?
Yeah. You get a message from Tiamat, what was that? Do not let it anywhere near me again.
There's a, to be fair, I had an idea.
Have Tiamat fight it and see Tiamat destroyed. Yeah. Uber, I'm in agreement with you there.
So,
The cheese plate got battered in the hells.
it could be repaired with
Right, so I'll take that off.
You broke magic armor.
You broke magic armor.
Yeah.
Why is that open?
To be fair, it was like fucking 300 to 400 damage that just echoed, focused on you and everything around you.
That's like, you bitch. that's actually a point in like that form. Did Kara's aura work on it?
Wasn't you?
Everything that was Caro was fading away.
It was up while you were like in kind of angry Caro form, and as soon as you blacked out.
Oh shit! We went back to the hidden sanctum, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
I'm gonna teleport and tell someone I'm going to the mansion.
Buddy system.
Yeah. If anyone wants to come
I'm
with
gonna
me.
I'm gonna give you your gate back.
Thank you.
Sorry.
To tend to 27 and Gaxus and fill them in because we left them as puddles on the ground.
Well, Carol left them as puddles.
Yeah.
One thing about Gaxus kind of does a bit of healing on both of them to make them stop dying.
That's it. He claims the moon, I claim beating the shit out of them.
Yeah, so I use term teleportation, come back, fill them in, and then offer to take them back with us, but I only have one teleport left for the day. I'll tell them that if they want to come to the sanctum at the moment.
And we'll also invite Vanadium and Vincent's and Laura.
Gaxus will stay, but 27 will come for time being.
Okay. And how are they looking?
They both look rough. Gaxus will go and get himself kind of heal up. What's that? But, you know, 27 is probably better off than Gaxus. She didn't get as much mangled as he did. But he will go and basically head to a temple, get a bit of healing, then go back to work. And 27, she's got a few, probably like a broken bone or two, but she kind of like, I might more of a dislocation, like she dislocated her shoulder, she just kind of popped it back into place.
We probably ended up worse than they did.
Yeah, you
From
you
the later bit.
Course, yeah.
I'm missing a few teeth.
Oh yeah, someone turns up with like a quarter of a suit of armour on. Just like and then I'll teleport back whoever wants to come back from the mansion, back to the hidden sanctum.
Our neighbour's gonna want damages. Oh, neighbour, when you get back, that's pretty like our neighbours are probably gonna want money for the damages.
It was all on our land.
Just about.
Yeah, you return to the map.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there anything you want to do specifically this evening?
Sleep. I think I just need to rest and process.
I do want to try and find Carol.
I mean, do you tell them where you're?
No, Carol just goes and locks himself in the armory.
You kind of look around, but you don't come across Carol.
I'm gonna send him a sending. I'm not speaking to annoy you or let you know process. I want to have a small conversation with you, and I think it would be a good idea to have. If you don't want to, that's fine.
It's just you have like 5 minutes of nothing, then just go another time. So you just get after that's just a sigh.
Yeah, no, I will have a long rest like the others. That was a nice sleep.
Yeah, I need that. I presume you're doing book things.
Yes, and drawing. Attempting another one.
You want to take a long rest for the evening.
These robes of the sun,
Yes.
they're in place of armour, or are they?
Yes.
just-
Whew, that was quite fun.
We nearly lost
I'm
Carol.
going to deattune from the
Yeah.
Book of Brow.
Ooh.
And so
gonna
deattune
change
the
my
robes
tunes
of
as
the
well.
sun.
Carol, at the end of this
Yeah.
text, you'll figure to bed. You get a sending from the Grand General.
I'm gonna get an age on
General, we have arrived at Gold Landing. We've had news that your reinforcements are on the way. We'll see you soon.
Understood. See you in a few days.
See you in a few days. I wish people just fucking talking to me. The Grand General doesn't know anything.
No.
Can you imagine if you'd have dropped her off in Gold Landing?
Part of me didn't want to, but also like that.
There's a reason I asked if you had the shield on.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying I was like, I was going to do some of the shields on that.
I know what you're gonna do.
What was it?
Break it. I was thinking that the Jaguar one.
No, I was telling her in case you didn't want it. But there was certain items wouldn't like melt or be destroyed by the effect.
Didn't play nice with the things, the ideologies.
Should have saw it in the thunder because the masterwork made of metal, so it wouldn't be destroyed like the other ones. But if you still had it on you, it could have melded into your body. So the seal of Valheim or whatever that was destroyed.
Yep. Good. It's a good BR
Which is
campaign.
why I was like, what you have on you? So.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. I took basically Caro to the most barren fucking location I could get him to.
The Blood War.
Yeah.
Hey, those are folks from the Light Brigade, yeah?
Yes.
I can cross one thing off our list. You were productive today.
I was waiting for you guys to meet to find a reason to bring them all together.
You're welcome.
See?
And nothing. You gain things from that.
See, nothing bad happened.
Apart from definitely what Iggy said of you almost lost Caro forever.
Yeah, but you know.
You're at the heart of the Nephilim to your character. It's on the universe. Like,
Okay.
it's not iron, it's that bunch, but then
Yeah.
so you just have the abilities to achieve. Well, ability is the anyway, you all take a long rest in the evening. The following morning comes. You know, it's a quiet, still morning in the temple, sorry, the sanctum. Anyone want to do anything specific before you head out to do whatever your plan is for the day?
I would like to go to the magic shop to buy a bunch of scrolls of mage armor.
I've got loads of those.
You do?
Yeah, I got them when we went to hell, so I got like 40 of them.
40 scrolls of mage
Oh,
armor?
thank goodness.
Yeah.
I
There we
bought
go.
loads because I don't know how long they're going to be.
Reading.
I
As
will
much
take
reading as I
that.
can get done.
My AC
How
went
much
up
did you do
18.
yesterday?
6 hours yesterday, wasn't it?
I can boost that up plus 3.
What, after all of the Kara stuff?
Oh, that's the character. Oh, probably like, say 6 hours after that.
Another 6 hours.
Yeah, because it was midday you went, probably about 4.
Yeah.
11 o'clock in the day, so we finished. So yeah, 6 hours.
Okay. Another 6 hours. Let me just find out.
So, the only thing that how many days is it until we got to go to the war?
So
Yes.
the war is in 6 days from here.
Yeah, I used the reinforcements were 2 days out from when the Grand Jam got there, remember?
So
Yeah.
you've got 5 days including later on.
What I was going to ask is when did you want to get that? I did ask last week.
And then the
It'll
forces
be
are
like
on
a couple of days before so we got time to pray.
Got like 1 or 2 days to go. So we should go and try and talk to someone in that time, is my opinion.
So 22 on
The list of people is the Bloody Cutlass, Aphrodite's, Seven Sanctums,
26.
Feywild's, diplomatic mission through the Canis,
Yes.
or something like that. Res Esteban,
28.
Talks
Yeah.
from Nason of the MAU, the Golden Blades, a Crux, Bogo's Tower, and Khalid. I don't know who Khalid is. It's
On
can't
the gift.
okay.
The one who taught the rest, well, tried to teach the rest was only taught me and Motus how to keep mine shielded.
Oh yeah.
He taught all of us, but only you two
A lot of
learned.
these people you can just send in and they'll go.
Oh,
Yeah.
these are the one that you said we needed to go and poke.
I have snitch trees in them.
Oh okay.
Because I read through my notes, not like that person said he definitely helped. You know what I'd say? We'd have like a conversation with a Bloody Cutlass, but it'd just be like,
Yeah.
Here's
okay,
money.
watch.
Do we need
the
to?
MAU as well,
Yeah.
and the Golden Blade you've done what I haven't now with.
What about the Aphrodite's?
Oh, sorry, no, ignore everything I just said. You speak about
I don't know where they were.
We haven't had an event gated them.
I could have.
Do I have to make a check when casting mage armor?
But here's the thing.
What is
Motus
it?
doesn't hate the Golden Dawn. Everyone else does.
Wisdom. And this
Yeah.
is
You could take them or leave them.
Let's just throw
Yes, that's
Psycho Carol at them.
Oh, okay. So long as I don't roll a 3. A 3.
I like to think that like somebody from Callista's side saw that all the information got distilled around them, and they went, "Let's fucking hide." We know what that is. Let's hide.
Go talk to. Anyone have a suggestion of who we talk to? If no one has any input, decision making, Selborn say he wants to go talk to the Aphrodites, just because he has no idea who they are.
Iggy wants to talk to the Aphrodites. Means that I could.
Aphrodite.
The
Aphrodites, sorry.
Why can't
It is Aphrodite, I just wrote it down wrong.
I want to step on Granite's toes a little bit too.
Can't we just like step on her face instead?
Could just mark things off the list. If you just sent me to Granite or pull Granite into Avernus.
To be fair, I could go to the plane of air and just.
Open the portal when it's
Actually,
not on
we
the ledge.
don't know for sure that Granite's her true name.
Yeah, fair.
Like, you know it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
it's
can't
me a
you
little
stop?
bitch.
Yeah.
Um,
Does
Fine.
anyone want to attune to the Crook of Rao?
Well,
I'm good.
don't you need a cleric? To be a
Uh,
cleric for it.
No, I don't think so.
I think I can.
Moraine would have done that.
That would be amazing.
Crook of
wouldn't
Rao. Quite no. Can be attuned by anyone. You get access to the 6 charges from which you can cast spells: Banishment, Beacon of Hope, Mass Cure Wounds, Aura of Life, or Aura of Purity.
How to spell it?
Rage.
Crook of Rao, R-A-O.
Let's murder everything.
I did.
You also have this
Okay, but
fun
let's
little
let's
property.
control.
Oh, you get do the benefits change depending
Like
if
protect
when
or
someone.
something.
Yeah, I think
I did.
So the benefits you get are
Yeah.
proficiency in acrobatics. You can cast fast step, roll a d6, and on a 6 you can cast it again, otherwise once per day. Plus 1 to your AC, but you also gain 40 pounds in weight, which actually I need to change all that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the person who has the most achievements, so I might be able to free up something. Let's see what I've got.
How is Kara in the morning?
I actually quite like what I've got right now. 3, 4, 5. But I can take it if we think we need
If
it.
you first thing one, if you
But you can keep it
want
on.
to
You keep it on you.
find
But
it,
if
see
there's
that
something that we need
there's
to that I
stuff
think would be really
that's
useful
still
for,
there.
I could swap something out.
Did you say the Lady Moraine was
She'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
She's
But now also later, Carol just
Yeah, you can have this crook. Just be careful. There's a bunch of stuff that's been trapped in some weird dimensional space, and if you do certain things, you can release them. I will tell her how the curse of the Crook of Rao.
Might not be a curse for her.
No, it is mostly fiends that come through. Just whatever you do not activate the full curse until.
Yeah.
Put in spells,
I
like,
definitely
"Oh,
will do
I
that."
can determine I'm leave.
Or if you do it in a place that you don't like,
Okay.
it does turn into a permanent sort of like portal to this place of trapped creatures.
Right. Fun.
I'd also like to see if we can make friends with the other elementals.
Mm-hmm.
That might be
I'll add that to the list.
That might be difficult.
Difficult but doable.
How are you
I
doing
will
this
say,
morning?
mechanics wise, unless the plane of air gives a set bonus, we can have 1 elemental bonus in your
Oh.
whole army.
Oh, so
That once you get one that comes with it, you will get certain beings, unless the
what about the Sultan then?
Sultan, well he's not like he's just a dude from Leatherback.
Okay.
Easy as it's
He's not
powerful.
like the high Sultan, he's just a Sultan.
That's okay.
Whereas Illus is like one of the top ones
Primordial.
there.
Yeah.
They will get, well you know, because the Sultan the Freeth is like he's the Sultan, kind of the gaff. He's giving you a few extra things, but he can't give you the full benefits of the while working with Illus. Whereas Illus is like you can have the full thing of abilities, and I don't care if the Sultan give you some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could the other things from the plane give us little bits that aren't an elemental affinity, or is it just too much?
It's you'd have to get like someone on this on your side. I don't really work both each other. Illus is okay with a Sultan because like
They're not
They both know how to
they're
throw
not
a party.
diametrically
they're
opposed.
not.
So,
Right.
but the thing is, if you get water, the fire one will be pissed off, and if you get the air,
Totally makes sense.
Hence why you've got like them two.
Sure. Totally makes sense. Scratch that then.
fire tornado.
So yeah, if we've got time to go to the Aphrodites.
Hey, got anything else you want to do in the morning? Or just reading your...
Just reading.
And
Once I find Caro.
No, once Caro comes out, I'm just gonna say morning.
Morning.
You feeling any better?
Yet to be determined.
Well,
What's Kara's favourite food?
Doesn't really have one.
Or breakfast or drink or anything of that kind? Favourite consumable?
I say it doesn't really have one. The only thing he kind of does is I can't think how to describe it. Like, the way the old soldier used to just like brew his own little thing of tea. Brew his own thing of tea. He's got his way of doing it. That's like kind of what he likes. That's like his morning coffee type thing.
Would I have seen you do it often enough to have learned how you like it?
I'd say...
Not if Caro wakes up before everyone else usually. Like,
Gosh,
when
damn
everyone
it.
else gets up, Caro's doing push-ups.
Gosh darn it.
pretty useful for you.
Yeah, Carrie, you went to exit the chamber.
If Caro turns up like an hour after, at least an hour after everyone else has got up, so if people wandered around to see that the things Helgen had left outside are still there.
There's a pot of tea and some trail rations outside the door.
Morning, Kara.
Morning.
I'll go check and see that you haven't eaten anything. And I'll sit back down. Would you like breakfast?
Okay.
What's going? I am sorry. I don't know what's going through your mind.
A lot of noises.
If I knew, I'd tell you.
I mean, no thought, nothing.
Head empty.
It's just trying to move.
Wow, Ignis.
That wasn't Igneous, that was Becca. Becca was being disruptive and I'm sorry.
Trying to understand.
What aspect?
All of it?
Yeah, are you talking about turning into that or everything?
Yes.
I mean, on the subject of everything, life is just a series of events that all interlink. Somebody at some point in time was always going to do what you were going to do, and furthermore probably already have done. As for wherever the fuck you turned into, we just, well, if you want the help, you might be able to learn it, control it, use it to fuel yourself if you want that, or I guess ask your grandmother to bury it so deep that it never comes back out again.
Or scared fate.
As much as I'd like to do that, I think it's going to be needed.
You think you're gonna have to use that?
Yes.
That can be your ace in the hole, I guess.
Yes.
Do you feel any different?
Yes. There's something there that wasn't before, or wasn't now, only just realising it.
Do you plan to use it?
Yes, because what we're going into, we need everything we can get.
What do you want after all this?
I don't know anymore.
whatever does happen, life will continue. Yeah, I'm sure.
I think I was wrong yesterday. To say what I did. Not because I don't feel it, but because it isn't up to me to decide what you sacrifice and when you do it. So, sorry.
It's understandable.
It's hard to have gained some measure of control of people's fates and then to also desire for people to make the choices for themselves. It's a conflict. And I don't always get it right. When you make that choice, and I imagine you'll have to several times, I'll stand with you, whatever your decision. And whatever you choose, I'll help you make it work.
I appreciate that, but if I do make that choice, get as far away from me as possible, because I might not be able to control it.
It would be an honour to die by your side.
Think of your family. Stay with them.
Think of yours. 'Tis for them we fight.
Don't know what might happen. I'm a soldier. It's an occupational hazard.
I'm an adventurer.
If I may slightly
Right,
interject,
yes.
Caro, I understand that I don't know your family dynamics very well, but I believe you're slightly projecting your own desires for that on, say, your mother's, whereas they may understand your soldier. I think that they might not want you to die. I might be wrong.
No, you're right. She probably doesn't. But if I need to, then that's what it is.
'Tis what we're here to do, you know. Save the world and all that.
Yes. And if it takes my life to do it, then so be it. And then Carol's just gonna turn and walk.
What's your passive character?
Passive what?
Perception.
17?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bakery Public Lake.
Go to the chapel.
Yeah, they were there. You still got a bit of time, you still kind of have a breakfast and everything, got a bit of time if you guys want to probably set out.
I will say, for everyone, you see Erden is now wearing these very bright robes with image of the sun on him.
Where on earth did you get those?
From fighting Esteban. They were in the Hidden Sanctum.
In the army.
Yeah.
The shield's cool as well in the potion.
You look like a candle. You look like a candle.
They kind of are, like, it's not necessarily, the sun's on the back, but on the front it's like different kind of flame kind of patterns. Like probably an offset kind of orange on the on the red. Like it looks like flame.
What's the shield called?
Better for you than your fancy
Vigilant
stick.
Sentinel? Double check.
I think so. I can.
Yeah, Vigilant Sentry.
The Cook of Rao didn't provide me any spells that I couldn't already have, and it carried a significant risk.
It does require achievement.
So
Yeah. Well, hope it's a good fit.
it's going to be really good. I think so. It is.
Are you prepared to die for this, Erdan?
Already has.
Like actually,
Many times.
to throw yourself away, knowing that it might save us.
If that's what is required.
Notice?
Well,
You already have several times.
yeah, we
you
all
made that
have.
choice.
It's not a. I understand why you asked that question, but don't you feel that it's a little tad bit reductive at this point to think about it?
I'm not saying it to question it. I'm saying it to prove a point. Selban,
Yes.
that resolve that you've questioned in Kara is one that we all carry with us.
I'm sorry, what resolve? Please elaborate.
To sacrifice ourselves for the world. To throw away everything that we are if we know that it means success. Or a chance.
I'm not entirely sure I question that, but I do often say things incorrectly.
Just checking.
Do I get asked the question as well?
Are you?
Because I was thinking of an answer, but, you know,
I'm curious now.
the whole reason I joined this group to save the world is because I don't want to die. So, it would be quite difficult. However, the main point, I think, is I'd like to save the world. The world is quite nice, and it helps me keep existing, and if I focus on that, rather than the individual aspect of me existing in it, then perhaps I might be doing some mental gymnastics of self-sacrifice.
Very logical.
What do you fight for, Selban?
The existence. And the cycle, probably. I joined you folks because you were a good adventuring group, and then you filled me in, and after a while you trusted me on what you're doing, and I'm like, wow, that's a really good cause. I joined the best group I could.
Did you though?
Yes. Not necessarily for a moral compass, but for a history book, or a, not you, moral compass, for a history book, or a significance part. I believe that if I were to be the most effective at what I can do in the world, it would be hard to not be part of the thing championing this cause. Not saying that looking after little people and helping old lady shopping across the road isn't useful, but I can build a servitor for that.
And let the fight continue then.
Continues frying eggs.
Yeah. While this will be happening, I imagine most of you are carrying off separately. I know most of you are probably all in the same kind of area. I'm going to approach you with that old dwarven man. And probably introduce himself to her. He goes, greetings, old. You must be the said evolve that I've heard so much about.
Right.
Hello. My name is Thungrim Stonechaper. I've been working with Angrid here to help rebuild Coldorky, but he told me that you could do with my assistance in this very run-down place. It's a perfect canvas. If you have any recommendations on what to build, feel free to pass them on to me.
Pull that list.
And you'll probably pull out like a similar kind of thing what you drew last week, like the 5 layers and that.
Yeah.
This is just a basic plan I have. Feel free to tell me what you would like, and I can add it to this.
I'll never send that to you. I'll send that to you soon.
Yeah, but
I also have my assistants here as well. I'm going to put a bunch of dwarves. We will be getting more, and the orcs as well. These orcs as well will be assisting in my creation of your facility. But do tell me what you require, what you need, and where you want it, and I will do my utmost to fulfill that vision.
Well, first of all, I'm going to cover the costs.
Very well.
Of everything.
I imagine so.
Yes. And I have a crazy idea.
Yes, I like it. How intriguing. Give me some time to work on this. I think it is possible. I would need some cogs and chain.
Yes. Okay.
Good. But any other ideas, please do tell me sooner rather than later so we can begin construction. We are currently clearing out a few areas, so we have a bit of time, getting rid of some old rubble, knocking through some broken walls. We're not changing the structure too much as of yet.
To be honest, I think we largely got what we discussed, right? Like,
Yeah.
we all kind of like made a point of it. I guess the only thing that Motus would ask for is just make my rooms luxurious or something else.
Oh god, that is very doable, sir. And basically, he will now take that list off you, and will sort of just yeah, I'll go through it and get on the market. And it'll take a little while to do. He's not going to do it all in like 2 days. It'll take him a good while, but he'll start basically building out and into all after you.
I've just had a thought.
Yes.
Not sorry, not you, good sir architect.
Goodbye. Fetch me a mallet.
We got here how we did. What's to stop someone else doing the same thing?
That's kind of why we're building the fences.
Using that spell and working it out.
Yes.
Matt,
Yes, Jason.
Yeah.
what was left of this shit that Esteban had? Books,
a lot of it was old history books. Nothing super magical that stands out. A few things that kind of give a hint of past cycles, but
Cookbooks.
yeah, a mention of what Caro might have been.
Yeah.
A few of like old societies, but nothing plot relevant.
No, I was just wondering. I want to try with any resources that I have. If that comes out again, I want to be ready for it.
Yeah, I mean, you look through, and there is no records of any victory against these things. All that you can find from these texts, and from speaking to some others, is that they won, and everything was destroyed. Literally nothing worked.
Demons won't want to go with my goes to war.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, everything you come across is like, oh yeah, they wiped out everything.
So I'll point you towards some of the books that he's read that have them in from here.
What type of tactics were used and failed?
They tried a full-on assault
Yeah.
to that one.
That didn't work. So that.
They tried traps. They tried raining magical fire, magical ice, everything. They tried sending in their own versions of these creatures. They lasted 2 minutes. Any tactic you can think of, they won.
I'm going to
They
point.
just outlasted everything.
I'm going to point out to Motus that this was before the barrier on 9th level spells.
Oh, I know.
But off the cake didn't work.
They offered cake, didn't
But
they?
a calm emotions worked.
Because it was
That
Carol
much.
inside still.
No, but
So-
that wasn't combination. That was some
That's
ridiculous power.
Yeah, it was a.
Emotion thing.
What's it called? Oh my god. What's it called? Empath abilities.
It was souped up emotion spell thing, whatever it was.
If we could
I'm
find a way to
wondering-
make that consistent.
I'm wondering something though.
Yes, do you remember?
What happens when a sphere of destruction hits one of them?
Sphere of Annihilation. I was about to pull one out if things were going really bad. But that is a. My thing was like, this is a kill. If we are killing Caro, I was going to take Sphere of Annihilation out.
What was that line from the Avengers? I put the spear on Annihilation out and the guy spikes it back up.
Yeah.
I tell you now, that would probably work. That destroys whatever it touches.
It does, but I'm preparing for the time if Caro can't fight that back.
What was it? The ability you have, you can control that. You shouldn't worry about going over the top. If you want to get more, then you can always try and push it further. So I think won't be probably the same as that unless it goes totally wrong. But you can train yourself to get more.
It's me wrong. I think it'll go totally wrong.
Might not be wrong. Might not be wrong. Might be the thing wrong.
No.
You need to go totally wrong.
I wonder if that power is entirely demonic or entirely angelic. And
It's
you can
not.
train the other part of it. If one part of it is what overcame you.
I will say, if you mention that, anyone will say it is a perfect balance of both. It is half infernal, half celestial. Hence why it was trying to destroy everything.
Now,
Destroy demons, destroy devils, destroy the old hell, and then turned on celestial. It was
Makes
perfect.
sense.
Basically,
It's like it's true chaotic neutral.
yeah. Well, just from the description, just the first thing came to mind. It's like, you know, you get the slush, you do the blue, and then do the red, and mix it all together. It's like trying to unmix that.
Yeah, makes sense. Sort of.
now that we have a bit of time, can we try and translate that sentence that Motus heard? Did you get that translated or not?
I would have.
What?
It was basically like a war cry. It didn't
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
like a phrase, it was like a battle cry. Whatever it is.
Okay.
I would say during this time, while you're talking to the architect and stuff, Caro, you were
I went to the
in
chapel.
doing anything in particular?
I've gone to the altar's still broken.
Yeah, cracked, yeah.
I'm doing what the corrupted soul I was doing. I'm just kneeling in front of it, hand on the symbol of Bahamut, and just quiet.
That's so dark.
A bit of time goes by, Carol. You hear like footsteps entering the room. Soft footsteps, very noticeable.
Just keep your head down.
Cool. Maybe another minute or so goes by. You hear some movement from the band from top over.
It's like just keep the way I was for another like minute and a half, 2 minutes. And just got this sigh and look up.
Just see like a bag wrapped, like an old ration bag wrapped. Food ration.
Look around, so
Yeah, you look, you see kind of leaning against like one like the probably the woman you really left standing on the pedestal is a human woman wearing like leather armor. One window is probably taken off, which would be like a under armor, whatever that would be for a spy. So like
Not canvassing? No, it's too big.
That's
Yeah.
big.
almost like a wetsuit kind of thing.
Like leggings and.
Yeah, it would be like leggings and like a t-shirt or something like that. And a black hair, but there's a bandage across the side of the face.
doing okay.
Yeah, alright. So fair that the face has been sliced. You should eat some food.
I will.
I should eat food now.
Well, don't do the bag.
It's just like a basic ration with like some bread, with like cheese and meat.
I'll just stop munching on it. So I've had the others fill me in, but to be honest, that whole thing was Canva Blair after they launched the first attack. It's just what happened.
I mean, you broke X in the jaw. To start with. Desiccated my arm. End of the film. Bit my face off. Kind of rude, but.
Right. Sorry.
I can just do this off. Wouldn't look past that.
Yes. No, sorry about that. Just
It's fine. I was getting bored of this face anyway.
What a sound.
yeah. Okay. Can I just munch the sandwich a bit more? I have no idea how to feel about all of this. But I can remember,
Jaws when you make a heavy carb through. Making quite nice.
I can remember something. I remember you saying about running.
Mm-hmm.
The only place I can run now is straight towards the fight.
I don't think you didn't hear the rest of that, I'm guessing.
I don't. I said that's a lair.
Why? What are you running from? Are you running to defend yourself? Because, I mean, you saw what happened if you were running to defend yourself. You need to run and hide. You run to protect others, because if you run away from them, something happens to them, you're further away to help. You don't quite grasp that. You just think you're a plain old soldier, bit of a paladin, fighting the forces of evil, and it's gone a bit wrong. Okay, fine, I can just run away. I can forget, people can forget me. People never forget you when you're like you.
What's that? Carol, like, Carol's not said anything about people forgetting in thing.
People don't. You can't just run away and then be forgotten. You can't hide from the wild forever. Doesn't work like that.
I know.
You don't. No. Not what you think you would have happened either way. I mean, you joined the army when you were young, right?
Yeah.
Fighting since you can best remember. That stays with you forever. I mean, when you start something that you'll, no matter how hard you try to get away from it, you can't. Because it is a part of you. It is basically what you are. So you can turn, you can run, you can hide. For how long for? Think about it. You say you escape. You escape all this, you go and live on an island in the middle of nowhere. Okay. What happens when the next bad guy comes knocking? Do you sit there? Watch the world burn? Or do you go and fight? Maybe it's not a world-ending threat. Maybe you settle down somewhere on the southern plains, bit of land, just for you, and then an army rolls into town. Do you let them walk through, or do you stand and fight?
I'd stand.
Because you can't run away from it, can you?
No, I can't run away from who I am.
Exactly.
But I can try and get some peace from it for at least a little while.
Yeah, a little while never comes, trust me.
So I'm not the only one who's running. So I'm not the only one who's running.
Oh no, I've been running for a long, long time.
It's just going to be quite a slight understanding from Cara. And just going to go, I know it's a long shot, but you and me. What's your actual name?
There are, well, there's one person as well that knows that, and it's not the director. Well, two if you count me.
One other person.
For sure, is that? Just me and one of the persons know my name. I've had many names, many faces. I've been many places.
Becca said something funny. I was trying not to disturb it.
I couldn't keep it in. I'm so sorry.
Okay. You can change who you are, change your name, change your face, but if someone's after you and wants to find you, they're gonna look. And it gets to a point where you can't escape them. Because if someone really wants to find you, they will find you. And then when they find you, you've got to stand and fight, and then you fall back into the same cycle over and over and over again. You can't just walk away from this. I know the look, I know the feeling of just wanting to get away from it all. It can't happen with people like us. Because who's just gonna let you, Cara, wield the shield of that behind some of the people?
I don't know what that shield.
No, the shield isn't. The shield's just a shield. You throw away the shield, they'd still see you as a symbol, you'd still do the same thing. Shield's just cool. Do you have a shield with you? Or would you select
Wouldn't have been holding it. I've soon got the bag of holding back, so it'd be in there.
I would have given you your backpack, yes.
So I think the Cara's going to reach in and pull the shield out. Just to place it down on the altar. Reach into the bag of holding again, pull out a little flask. Take a swig from it, seal it up, and then throw it to 27 up to the Eternal Soldiers.
I'm not a soldier, Cara.
Yes, you are.
No, trust me, I'm not a soldier.
You fight, you're a soldier.
I kill. I'm only sending when the soldiers don't work.
Still counts.
Sure. I'm not saying you have to be on the front lines fighting things constantly. yeah, you can give this all up, sure, but you can't run away from it. You can't hide and hope the world forgets you. 'Cause they can't forget you. Someone will want to remember you. Someone's going to want to find you. Best thing you can do is just settle down somewhere. Let them know you're not running. But I don't know that if they try, you think you're still there. Because they can't get you through you, they get you through someone else. Like you're actually your family, your friends, and the people you deal with. Yeah, they can definitely get to you through it. Get to you through it. They won't fade into existence. They fade out of existence, hide. They're going to take that as an invitation to try. Because they know you're not there to prevent it.
I'm still dreaming though.
Oh yeah, we can all dream of not having to do this, but yeah, it's not our life. That's not what we got. It's not the hand we were dealt. We've all got demons inside. That led us to where we are now.
Literally, yes.
In your case, yeah. We've all done things that have all led to us being where we are. If we can't undo everything, we can't change. People didn't want any involvement in. Just because we were born into it doesn't mean we want any of it.
Can I insight on that?
Go for it. What do you think?
I just wish they were born into it.
Go for it.
Because I know I've heard rumours and things about what the director's done. I want to see how far. No, 11.
Hard to tell. You know, there's definitely more to what she's saying, but you know what that is. It's hard to understand off what she just said. You know, she's clever for what. You would probably push more and ask, but
Kind of knows what it means to keep things to yourself. Well, at least there's some. Well, no matter what, the fight will continue. I have to make sure we win it.
yeah, that's fine. Quite a big line. Well, how many you do it? Nobody's bandage and salt.
Just as like, when 27's just about to leave the chapel, Kara's go, did I throw you at Moses?
Yeah, twice. I think.
Sorry.
Yeah. Not the first time someone's thrown me at someone. Normally they don't get back up. Not sure.
Okay, I'll just stand there, look at the shield. Might as well. And there's pillars in here, isn't there?
It's like 2 or 3 outlets, kind of, you know. Yeah. The one she was on was like the last properly standing one, it was kind of broken a bit. But that's still fairly intact.
You know what, fuck it. Throw, ding ding ding, catch, and then put it on his back.
Bounces across and then bounces back down. You kind of turn your back, catch and slide it back on.
There's not obey the laws of physics.
Bit similar. So yeah, with that, you all finish your breakfast, finish your reading for the morning, speak with the NPCs you want to speak to, and all kind of meet up in the main central chamber military.
How long do I get?
I say like 2 hours this morning. You woke up, had breakfast.
Yeah.
We got a bit down from like hours.
Thank you.
I've just remembered there is something I would probably do. Sorry.
Go for it, yeah.
I would probably try to communicate with DF a bit more. or
Yeah.
work out what if there's anything going on, or just spend some time back and forward, like an extended period.
Yeah.
Just to,
Dieppe just is as Dieppe normally always is. The last thing Dieppe kind of remembers is probably the seconds before he was destroyed.
yeah. Okay.
Nothing else in his mind, nothing different from him.
Okay. Cool. Something interesting and cool going on there, but I had to wait a bit. Got suspicions.
Caro's thinking of something.
Yeah, Adam's working on logistics.
Oh.
I'm late on breakups.
And I will also pass the information that I saw the spiral thing on Dieppe on to the party. And my suspicion that it's something to do with Vesher and renewal because of the spiral.
Do you say where that happened, or just?
Yeah, I'll let you know. It's been a day or two, so kind of gotten over the feelings, so I'll pass it on.
You were in the crypt.
You were there.
Hmm?
You were there as well.
Yeah, everyone was
When
there.
he was carving
Yeah.
the name.
Oh, no,
We didn't see him. He went off in private.
I stayed in the
No,
crypt.
it was in the chamber.
Yeah,
It was in
yeah.
the before festival.
It was in,
We'd all scattered by then.
Ah, okay.
oh,
You were
okay.
on your own.
I thought you were still in the.
Right, okay.
I know only a few people saw it, I can't remember who. When Carol was in like his fugue state,
Yeah.
anyone have mentioned like the sort of brief sort of glimpse of shadow of that woman
A
behind him?
woman.
Oh, I saw that, but I haven't talked to him about it yet. So no, I wouldn't have mentioned it yet. But if Caro does arrive and sits down at any point for like breakfast without going off and doing his thinking, brooding or whatever, like, not brooding as in a bad thing. Sorry,
I just
I'm.
found out on Hellspawn.
No, it's perfectly fine. It's,
I
sorry.
need a minute.
Yeah, that's.
You're just
Ah.
spawn.
Sorry, I'm tired today. I will pass that information on. At a moment where it looks like Caro isn't too annoyed by everyone else speaking to him.
Keep saying embrace the chaos.
It's the perfect example of Karen neutral. It's pure chaos and destruction.
I embraced it and
After Limbo, could he have released
Is-
that? Could
Oh, there was things happening on the
Aren't we looking for something to do with what's Leo?
Bento the Bento.
Shard of
Chaos.
Child of Chaos?
Are you a Shard of Chaos?
No,
No.
that's
Okay,
different.
okay.
Those
So I put
those
the spoiler by now.
children
No.
of chaos try to preserve the world.
Right, cool.
He tries to destroy it.
So here's the thing, like if Miriam didn't, they were the next set of people to call. It was like tiers of stages of
Yeah. Yeah.
bollocks. Like, and then after them it's like, hey God,
Because
Fix.
like what? No.
No, I know
fix.
Mechanic thing for the time travel port thingy. Going back and interacting with things, would I be able to leave things there?
No.
If I was going to try and set up the stockpile thing, would I be able to leave money with someone to sort it?
Probably not. You can interact with things, but you can't leave things behind.
Let's go sort of plan then.
Tomorrow's lottery numbers are.
We do have an
Yes,
awful
there's
lot of
already
resources at the moment anyway, so it's
No,
not.
but it's just I have a plan.
Okay.
What is the plan? You have included today 2 days until. Well, you've got today. You've got 2 days until Caro's forces arrive at Akron Landing. So you have today, tomorrow, 3 days after today. No, 4 days after today until the battle go on and begin essentially.
Go see the Aphrodites
Mm-hmm.
today, and go there tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is that the sort of thing you wanted?
Mm.
That's my.
And
kind of-
granted, interferes with us. It's her funeral.
Yes. And
Oh,
as I said,
Karen
I've
lost
just
control.
as much as possible in the interim.
Selban asks, where are the Aphrodites and how do we contact them?
They're in the Isles for Sakima, and we wander over there, and
There's an island where they all live.
there's an island. Yeah.
I have not been there before.
What do we want the fucking tree?
Do you know what's funny? That fire was basically like when Ultron fought the Watcher.
Yeah.
He's got the maps up.
Um,
So I think I know OC where that is, but Selban is the one probably teleporting us there, so he
I'll
needs,
pull out the map and point it out.
needs a pointer. Does anybody have a rock or something from this island?
We did. We don't anymore.
Not the island. I've got about how long has it been since we were in Kima?
A while.
Oh wow, you still probably got that. You know.
So I picked up a stone from the hotel we were in.
From the what?
When we went to Zakima the first time, the hotel we stayed in, when we went for place, I picked up a rock from there.
Would that be an appropriate place to teleport to?
Probably.
It's Zakima, so it's close enough.
You still got in this of the island. I'll show you the map now. It's called Mount Afro, which is like a tiny little volcano looking island.
So we can just kind of fly over to there.
Well, that is hundreds of miles in the ocean.
Ah, okay.
The King Isles span miles into the ocean.
Would we be able to see it from somewhere?
In fact, on a clear day, just
Just trying to think of how we can actually get
it's
there.
at the tip of the mountain. You know, on a
Mhm.
clear day.
I do want to go to Janhold. I want to see if I can try and find a scroll of maze. It's an 8th level spell.
Yeah, you probably could. Probably cost you about 20,000 gold. No, more than that.
Steel.
This is for...
Yeah, about 20,000 gold.
Maze doesn't have a save.
No.
So he can't fucking resist it.
But
And I
it's
only
How long
need
does it last for?
until he gets
Well,
out.
until he gets out.
Well,
But
yeah.
I only need 6 seconds.
Mm.
That'll mark it off your hoard.
I only need 6 seconds.
20,000 gold.
So now you've only got 20,647,050.
I know. I know. Yeah, no. All I need is bloop. Spear of Annihilation there. Gone. It's not occupying a space. It's a lack of space.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what you mean.
That's a that is the last resort of he can't get back. You need
I
to
think
end up.
that
Yeah, 10
Matt said because I didn't have a target, I was just stood there. So if I get put into maze and there's no target, I won't do anything. Wouldn't even try and get out.
Yeah,
So it's just maze.
yeah, but then I can just.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
It's a concentration spell as well, so I can literally set it up and then just be like, that is last resort. And plus, I've just like been told there's basically like a step up and other people fucking fear it. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta prepare for that shit. I don't know if I'm not gonna find another one. I'm not even coward. What if there's another one somewhere?
That is true.
I'm not. I'm making sure that I have a plan. Yeah, I'm just making sure I have a plan.
Yeah,
That's it.
Skane's affected by something.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh no.
That's that. I missed what you said.
There's
You know
one more
this
of
is-
Carol's relatives.
I'm just saying. I'm preparing
Holy
for the
fuck, if we have to
eventuality.
fight that for Skane.
I'm just
You would die.
preparing.
At that fight, I have many ideas. I've not won.
Until now.
If there's a trip to Jan Hall, can we see if Tash is around?
Yeah, you make your way down to where she normally chills. She is quite not present in channels. Her shop is just an abandoned shop.
Alright.
And I am looking to see if I can get a +3 blood vial. If that,
She detected his presence and then was like, nope, leaving this reality.
I think she'd been there before.
Roll 2 dice, they roll the 7 blood vial. Okay, that's 15. I don't think so.
okay.
You can probably find like a +1 blood vial.
Nah, that's not what I'm doing.
Threes.
I'm just looking. Walks past a staff of power that I could buy Harris, but don't.
It's like a what?
Staff of power.
Another luck blade through. She's like, nah, boy.
I don't think there'd be another luck blade just randomly in stock. No.
I've just got like a bag of luck blades that I pull out. I'm like, I wish.
For a vial +3.
I wish for a luck blade.
I wish for infinite luck blades.
Gets crushed.
Not all that. It's not luck.
I wish for 50 luck
You
blades.
can't wish more wishes.
I'm
You
not.
get the luck blade, no one wishes it.
Yeah,
So it's the
the
plus 2 sword.
used luck blades.
Plus lucky.
Plus one.
Plus 1 to lucky.
Before we get to the Aphrodites, we should probably warn Selban about granite.
The Saban's not gonna like granite.
Canis.
Yeah, I don't think I've really heard too much. I've known a bit.
Granite is a canis that, in theory, was from my tribe, but came to us
I'm just making sure.
probably 8 years ago now, from another tribe that had been destroyed. Well, so she said. Anyway, basically, she betrayed the Two Plains Pack and is one of the kingpins of the underworld in Saguma. And is into slavery and blackmail and all that.
That is lovely history on a person. Why are they relevant?
Because she said, if you come back here and get up in my business, then I will do horrible things to you and your friends and your family.
Good job, I don't have many of them left.
Oh, Selman. Just, you get like shoulder pads.
Well, we should not get up in their business then.
Well, she's going to assume that us going there is encroaching on her turf.
Should we all go there invisible then?
Percolate of an idea.
I can make us all invisible as we teleport in.
Ooh.
She'll work out we're there eventually, but that might delay things a little.
Okie dokie.
The talking of granite, that little thing, Cara just starts pulsing.
I have an aftercare. I just had an after campaign for. Message.
Higher granite.
Fuck granite. Okay, well, granite.
That's the big hero in this campaign. It saves you all from whatever that message should be.
Just to let you know, if I'm flopping down, it's not because I'm bored. I'm just really fucking tired. So. I love this game.
That's how it is.
So take out the dagger of stabbing spells.
Mhm.
Cast invisibility on everyone.
Mhm.
Then teleport us to Zakima.
You appear in near like the outside of a hotel. Quite a nice like hotel. I imagine this place is very kind of like ancient Greek kind of vibes, most of like Mediterranean kind of style structures. Very very warm here. You know, it's even though it's the winter months, it is a coastal country. A lovely kind of warm heat fills the air. It'd be kind of morning time here. Probably the same time as all you left John Holt, so I imagine early morning, maybe 11 o'clock-ish. You see people walking the streets, pets selling all kinds of trinkets and a little bit on the main roads. You can hear a large market, and you notice the entire city you're in is basically built downhill or built down towards the dock.
Like Liverpool.
Pretty exactly kind of thing, yeah, like that kind of stand. I don't know where kind of architecture. But yeah, you enter the city. It is a lovely day. The sun high in the sky, blue sky, no clouds to be seen. You see vibrant colours, people wearing kind of bright colours. A lot of tieflings. This is kind of like the native home for tieflings in as well. This is where they all kind of end up because it's kind of fits their climate. So you see a lot more tieflings here. You also see a lot of like other kind of races. So you'd see a few what are you here? Leonin around here, some more cactuses. You see a few like elephant people as well. What they're called?
Loxodon?
Loxodon, that's the word.
I forgot about that.
Good job that Selban is invisible. Because he is standing there looking terrified.
As soon as Iggy sees the elephants, just kind of like reaches over to like give comfort to Selban.
You see lines in the street pulling cargo, a few goat lords, giant goats as well. It's a very busy, bustling city on the coast.
I'm very sorry, Selban. I forgot about the Loxodon. Are you okay?
I'm having flashbacks.
Let's
No.
get out of here.
I'm not talking about for me now.
Just gonna, whilst we're travelling through, I'm gonna
You'll
make
see a lot of turtles as well, and a few dragons you've never seen before.
specifically sure that none of the elephants bump into Selban.
They are very spatially aware. The ones that kind of
We're invisible.
We're all invisible.
Oh, make dex checks for me.
I'm gonna float up into the air.
You also see a lot of centaurs as well. Centaurs are.
Oh, nice.
This is kind of where they end up. A lot of fake creatures end up in. If they're not in Slavonia, they're on the side though. I can't remember, they kind of end up here.
Mm-hmm.
See a lot of them as well. But yeah, what is beast area? See what the monsters you may see walking on the streets here.
We will.
Oh, I got the flying lion here.
I got the screaming goats as well.
Well, we need to find where we can meet and have a conversation with.
The Aphrodite.
Yes. So,
Were you genuine about the dex check?
Real visible on one of those days.
Mm-hmm.
Kara's not.
Oh,
Kara's past Kara at this point.
I offered to make everyone invisible as we arrived. I went round, but if you don't want to, I wouldn't.
nah, I'm good. I'm happy.
Yeah, should try Black Man.
I am
Kara
invisible.
once and-
I don't. To be
No one
honest,
bumps into me.
to be honest, I don't really care for Granite. Granite has nothing to blackmail me with,
16.
and if she does, she should know that that's a terrible mistake because I will pull the cord.
Yeah.
She's
You get the dodge through. It's not many other than everyone else, they can take a lot of road.
Yeah, tries it with Kara and Kara called him bluff. He outed himself first, so. So she hasn't really got anything to throw on Kara either.
Iggy's got bigger fish to fry. But we'll be circling back to her at some point.
prologue.
So you're in Trinity
Epilogue.
Coast and you are making your way down towards the docks, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Make your way down. You see lots of ships.
Oh,
Dock
actually.
and more. You see lots of Neptune ship classic kind of boats. But you also see a lot of like long boats with no kind of cannon, but instead archers and the Spartans, and kind of like Roman-esque kind of style warrior soldiers with like spears, helmets with the head.
The headdress,
Yeah. Cloaks. I see a lot of them. But you also see, like, as you approach the docks, I don't think you guys have really been this far down before.
Not really.
And standing, like, by a part of like one of the
Yeah.
entrance or exits to like a part of the dock, you see kind of there's several smaller docks, like 5 or 6 docking points. You see several of these huge kind of like statues standing over like where the ships were going for. All look to be like Spartans figures holding large spears that look a bit black and they look exactly like this.
Cool. Yeah.
Cows.
Sorry.
Wasn't that an ancient wonder of the world?
Nice.
Yeah. one of those.
It's barely,
Colossus of Rhodes, yeah.
it's really inspired off that. No, I'm guessing anyway.
Thought I recognised that sort of thing.
I'm just going to check to see if the ship that we know that Granite uses is in the dock. Because Click was doing some renaissance reconnaissance here. 19 on the dice.
Yeah, look down.
So
What the
is it a perception? Did you say?
okay, sorry.
Or investigation?
Perception.
25.
Okay. Look down towards the docks. You don't see its flag, you don't see its figurehead anywhere.
Sweet.
It must be here the time being.
So we can plea for an audience with the Aphrodites. We form made no plan, go into the bullet maker. Marion. Yeah. Ships the shot, jumping out the fish. Oh, that's the hunter's catch. That was all the stuff at the Colosseum.
Is there something specific we have to do?
So we can plea for an audience with the Aphrodites or go on a pilgrimage to their islands. Judging by my notes from 2 years ago now.
We don't have time.
To Coast. That's been so long since we checked the Trinity Coast notes.
Something tells me that we won't be able to just, teleport to the island.
That's what I was planning on doing.
Well,
They are Titans.
Oh, okay, it might
it's
stop.
probably gonna be seen as a very big faux pas.
Yes.
Ah.
We could fly over though.
Yeah.
Is it more than 4 hours?
I mean,
My shoes are on it.
And you've got a broom.
I do have a broom. Yeah. That's a pilgrimage, right? Flying.
Currently, I don't know what area of the city you're in. Jewel of the Coast Inn or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So in an area called the Jewel, which is like the very kind of centre of the city. It's the smallest kind of district in the city, but isn't like, you know, it's not like small in terms of size. It is very heavily populated by like kind of high society and all that. And a lot of wealthy people live here. Also a lot of visitors, tourists will come and stay here, kind of like the very centre of the city. It is also, we define the board, which is like the main kind of parliament building here. And it's where like the seat of power sits. And you do know that the power in the kingdom is basically made up of like a council of dukes, with one figure being the High Duke, who's like basically a king essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And each duke has a role. It's like the council in Vanheim, instead of it being like, but they all kind of, it's more of a council than it's more just like, but there's a High Duke who oversees all. One, two, three, four. There are 5 members of the council and the High Duke. should say.
No, it's just that like I can polymorph 2 people into giant eagles and also turn into a dragon.
Do we want to just straight up fly there then?
I'm just making that point.
It's probably the best way if we have to make a pilgrimage. That might count.
I'll just have a quick look to see if there's any kind of like information boards or anything that says local culture pamphlets, anything like that.
Yeah, you could do like a tourism.
Yeah.
board. Is
How many
tourism
miles from Zakima to the Isle of the...
Many. Why?
Ma has
Because
PTSD
it's 580 feet in a mile.
A lot of miles.
How many miles?
Many. I'm not bothered.
Matt doesn't like doing this because I
I'm not
broke his
doing this
game.
anymore.
I broke his
It
mind.
took a while. It'll take probably a day to fly them.
You don't
It's
want
like you can
to.
just about. It's probably. You could maybe less than that, but you can see the island on a clear day. In most days.
How far is Blackpool from Liverpool?
I don't know. Too far. Too close.
What's
200 miles. No.
It depends on the curvature of this planet. It's the same. I should
Don't
not have
tell
said
me.
that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not. Ignore that sentence.
You can no longer fly in this game. You must sail. It probably takes maybe a day and a half to sail there. On a good day.
Flying's a lot faster than
Flying's fast.
sailing.
We'll be getting like a few hours. I haven't decided.
Let's fly there. We had to make a pilgrimage. At least we don't have much time. All we need is a conversation.
55 miles between Liverpool and Blackpool, and you can see Blackpool Tower on a clear day.
It's not it's twice the size of Blackpool. Much bigger.
Fair enough. So,
It's
So,
a long way away.
so I'll find out what the procedure for going on pilgrimage
Yeah,
is,
there
so
are-
that we don't.
Ferries and boats, that probably. I'd say probably takes maybe. How far away do I want it to be? 200 people to visit. Probably takes like a day and a half to say.
But we haven't got a lot of time.
No.
I want to make it that far.
Just-
I'm gonna say it probably takes.
There could be some magic saying it takes a amount of time to get there, no matter how much travel.
Yeah, well, I want it to be fairly close. I haven't actually decided this. This is why you should probably, well build it. Really helpful tip.
Nah. Yeah, but with a world this big, Matt, that might take you a campaign's length of time to actually do that.
Yeah, it is. I would say it probably takes a day and a half to sail there. So probably like a couple of hours.
Mhm.
That's what we're going with now. I might change that.
And like, do you have to bring a sacrifice or write anything or pray or?
It depends on where you're going. You see a lot of these boards. A lot of tourists want to say, "Oh, bring an offering to the Aphrodites, gold, silvers, harvest, depending on who you're specifically going there for." It doesn't give us specific. There's also next to this board, next to where
An
that
offering.
road goes from, a tat shop where they sell all them things.
Mhm.
So, no one knows how to relate to tourists. Probably best speaking to like a local or going to the big main church here, the Delicos,
Mhm.
which is kind of up near the top of the city, which is like the big main religious building, because their whole religion in Zakima is not the main Hierophant, but the Aphrodites.
I'll nip to the temple then, dead quick. And
It's going to take you a while. It is the other friend of the city.
bloom a friend, just go over the top.
Will that take a while? That might.
It
do
might
you know
still take a
how
while.
big the city is.
Is it worth the time?
To do what? So I lost track of the flow of the conversation.
To ask what protocol is, to find out what the manners are, to make sure that we're not gonna accidentally jump in on one of the Aphrodites in the shower or something.
Then again, with
Probably.
them, they might like that.
You can make a religion check on the Aphrodites as well. Many of them don't know who they are.
I'll give it a go. I've got a decent religion.
No.
Oh, that's pants.
Do you want a reroll?
Yeah. Thank you. That's worse.
No.
2, 3, 13, 14, 15. So that's 16 on a religion check.
You all think, but you don't know too much about them. You know there's like a few of them, like 15, I think, all the kind of different, you know, domains.
Out of character poking
Eight.
John.
Religion.
Yeah. I was distracted by a message.
Metagaming pigeons.
I am.
Is that-
very metagaming?
I'm not entirely sure how
I'm
to do
going
that.
increase the distance.
You gotta hit a 40.
That is a 19.
So same thing. You know, there's 15 of them, each with a kind of different domain. Similar to God, but they're titans, so very similar to you. You don't quite know them all by name, but you know that their domains or their kind of symbology and what the alphabet of are passion, polis, dead, sun, victory, harvest, storms, destiny, horizon, slaughter, hunt, affection, deception, forge, and the sea.
So
I
basically,
think I know.
the Greek Olympian gods.
They are the gods from the Paris book.
So passion.
Polis, dead, sun, victory, harvest. I wrote victory
Sun,
twice.
victory.
Polis. Those cities in Greek mythology.
Destiny, slaughter, hunt, deception, the forge, the sea.
Slaughter is Aries.
Harvest.
Was there one of
Sorry,
those?
Not
affliction,
harvest.
not affection.
Oh, affliction.
That is those letters, those two words together in my head.
Did you get horizons?
Affection.
I
Neutral.
didn't get
evil,
horizons.
what? No, affliction. Sorry.
1,
Between us,
2,
we might have
3,
Is there one of
4,
wisdom?
5,
There you
6,
go.
7,
Passion, polis, dead, sun, victory, harvest, storms, destiny, horizon, slaughter, the hunt, affliction, deception, the forge, and the sea.
You said affliction twice there.
storms, destiny, horizons. I missed one.
Affliction.
I've got affliction.
Harvest.
Passion, polis, dead, sun, victory, harvest, storms, destiny, horizon, slaughter, hunt, affliction, deception, forge, and the sea.
Oh no, I have got them all. Ha! Oh yes, I did them by 5. Are you missing one?
No, I'm just writing words down wrong. I wrote deflection, not deception. I was staring at it and couldn't work out why it was wrong, but I knew it was wrong. Ugh.
Anyway, thank you very much.
It's all the elephants.
It's been a long few days for you guys.
Yeah.
Someone's been battered and bruised.
Yeah.
Gara became an angel of death.
Okay, that's correct.
You know, just
Wow,
normal
do it
Tuesday
again.
morning.
Well, I have plans for that.
So
that is very much the in case emergency break glass.
I might need to go lie down soon.
Yeah. So, with that done, do we want it? Sorry, you were going to say
Did
something.
you said you wanted to go to check before we go over there?
Yeah.
Protocol. I'll cast haste on you. So you go twice as fast.
Make right there.
Mhm.
The invisibility would still end
Yeah.
while you're there.
Yeah.
So you fly to a completely different part of the city,
Mhm.
to this area full of like white cobbled, clean street, large white buildings. And you find your way to the Delacos, which is this huge kind of white marble stone building. Imagine very kind of classic, you know, Greek temple kind of vibe. White stone, large pillars, a large kind of crowd around it, but you can still probably get in and
Mhm.
out pretty easily. And you make your way inside,
Mhm.
and you see kind of smaller chapels inside, but around you see huge kind of probably bronze or marble statues of each of these Aphrodites.
Mhm.
all scattered across the chamber.
I will go find someone who looks important.
Yeah, you see all of the priests are wearing like these white kind of robes. Speaking to people, some are just kind of lighting candles, incense, praying. Pretty cool costume. A generic priest.
Head priest.
You might not see the.
Do you manage to get a meeting with them or something?
Yeah, might just ask a priest.
Yes, you don't see the leader of the priests.
Okay. I will just
Oh.
ask a priest.
Yeah, you come across this tiefling man. A blue tiefling will say, "Greetings, Canis. Pleasure. How can I guide you today?"
Hello. Me and a couple of my companions were hoping to make pilgrimage.
Yes, to the Aphrodites.
Yes.
Of course, yeah. There's I believe a ship leaving later today.
Wonderful. Must you go by ship?
No, but ship is the best way of travel for most.
Mm-hmm. And is there any preparations that must be done? Any ablutions?
It depends on the purpose of your pilgrimage.
I wish I was
To
there right
commune with them.
To commune, well, I would take an offering to the one you wish to commune with.
More directly.
Oh, no one really gets a direct audience with the Aphrodites these days.
No?
No, they tend to keep themselves to themselves.
Is there a way to get a message to them?
You can send them an offering and a prayer.
Do they often respond to those?
In a manner of speaking, yes, depending on your question. And to it is too.
Are prayers better if you're pilgrims to them?
Indeed, yes.
And how long would it take to visit them all?
It would take you roughly a day by boat to get to the island.
And they're all on the same island? All
Well,
other
that is
islands?
where not always, some of them depart from the island. Some remain there, but that is where the main temple to them will be.
Mm-hmm.
That is where we have a structure dedicated to them.
Mm-hmm. Do you get many visits from other Titans?
Just the Aphrodites, not every Titan has visitors.
Okay.
Just tell me you've got a hard-band and you're not afraid to use it.
It's just too low rank to pull out the Shard of Divinity, and
You don't wanna show
it wouldn't
off.
make a difference.
Also, they don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not a.
It's like cool, not your belief.
Congratulations, you're blessed. It doesn't matter.
Here's my dude. My dude walks around, and your dude.
Thank you for your time. Do you have any other advice on reaching them more effectively? Things to say, things to offer?
It all depends on who you wish to speak with.
All of them.
Well, if all of them, I would certainly go with purpose, an important one.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Thank you.
Of course.
A purpose.
No, as in, like, isn't there an Affleck called Purpose?
No.
Or not?
No.
No, ignore me.
Other than their domains, do they have names, presumably?
Yes, they do. Brace yourself.
Okay, is it in the same order as the ones that you read out?
Yes, he will tell you. There is Atheros, the Aphrodite of Passion.
Atheros.
Atheros.
Mm-hmm.
Ephra, Ephai, the Aphrodite of Polis.
Mm-hmm.
Erebos, the Aphrodite of Death. Heliod, the Aphrodite of the Sun. Erois, the Aphrodite of Victory. Coramentra, the Aphrodite of the Harvest.
Mm-hmm.
Karanos, the Aphrodite of the Storms.
Mm-hmm.
Got something for you.
Clothis, the Aphrodite of Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Corfix, the Aphrodite of Horizons.
Mm-hmm.
Mogus, the Aphrodite of Slaughter.
Mogus.
Mogus, M-O-G-I-S.
Mogs.
Mogus, M-O-G-I-S.
I understand.
I'm guessing everyone else knows definitely wrong.
Sure.
Moj.
Naila, the Aphrodite of the Hunt.
Mayala.
Naila, N-Y-L-E-A. Faraka, the Aphrodite of Affliction.
So close to the AK.
Phoenix, the Athletic Deception. Oh, good God. Porphyros, the Athletic of the Forge.
Perforos.
Perphyros.
Just had a terrible thought.
And Thassa, the Athletic of the Sea.
What was your thought?
One of them is deception. One of them is probably affiliated with the underworld.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's right. Point me out.
Yeah, exactly.
What should we go and do now, bitch?
Oh, I know all of these names.
The magic cards.
They're from the magic
They're
cards.
from the Theros book.
Yeah, Erebos, Heliod,
I've got you.
Nylia. Yeah, okay, I know these. Anyway, ignore me.
Thank you.
Of course.
I've actually got a few of those cards.
And
Yeah.
I'll leave you to your day.
Blessings be upon you.
And to you.
You didn't call me coin, did you?
Pardon?
Didn't mention you like a follower of magic, did you?
Why would I?
He's
Would
like,
it?
don't worry about it. He's like, he's nodding. But not that.
My blessings to give out as I wish. Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you bless
Time
someone,
to go
literally
back
hand them a
and power.
dice.
Yes, I do.
Yep. It's been like an hour or so until he gets back. What is the rest of you doing?
Cowering.
Yep.
Up
You
in
go
the
to like a cafe, you just stand in the street, because your visibility will end.
Saban's floating in the sky, being a nervous wreck.
There's no elephants there, don't worry.
Yeah, but he's currently floating in the sky, being a nervous wreck until someone gets him down.
I'm probably just eating some street food.
String.
You want a string?
Probably like a
Magnet.
spiced.
Magnet's good.
Definitely do gyros. You go wrap with like fried potato in it.
Yeah, that's
Big
good.
ones, some peppers, it's great.
Same, but also keeping an eye out for a certain canis.
Go for it. Second check point.
There's a 16.
You look around. No one seems to be suspicious. Do you see any familiar faces?
Just can I like cross-legged on the broom like travel reading?
Sure. You walk back up, and you're like, oh, I'm nowhere near the city. I've got an extra hour and a half to your journey.
Sorry guys. Worth a shot.
But you did get more book reading.
I did get more book
Yeah,
reading.
like 2 hours or something. You've been doing it for a little while at this point.
Just trying to do too much in a too short a space of time.
Yeah, anything else to do while you're chilling at the coast?
I kind of tend to try and lasso someone and bring him down.
Saban's like 100 foot up in the air.
Yeah, I got wall rope.
Okay.
I got 29 strength.
Anyone can do it. Carol.
If you're gonna do something, feel free.
Guys, just stay, just keep an eye on you.
Eventually, Iggy returns to you all.
Hi Selban.
Ah!
It's me.
Hello.
The invisibility wore off.
Did it?
It did.
Oh my goodness, I've just been floating in midair.
Oh dear.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
crowd count.
Why did none of them do anything?
I mean, you're 100 foot up in the air.
They could have said something to me.
Why did none of you say anything to Selban?
I'm sorry, I was busy enjoying this gyro.
It's good, gyro.
Isn't it pronounced gyros?
I don't know.
I've heard it pronounced every different way.
I don't know. They called it. The woman called it gyro. The person next to her said that. Like at this point, I'm just gonna.
A fight broke out when someone said that.
Some random guy called it a Guy Ross.
Yeah. Like at this point, it's just like a bab on a stick.
Fair. Come on, Selban. Let's come down.
I will
But
say
there might
for
be
your
some of them
benefit,
down there, and that's
um,
incredibly
there's
rude of me to
maybe-
say.
For a little bit, I'm gonna use.
It is a
this-
bit.
Like I'm gonna be still attuned to both
We
swords,
could put
or I'm
blinkers.
using the sentinel
Give
shield.
you,
So
give
I
my
you
am
cast
not
perception
a
is
horse.
22.
or like a blindfold or something.
Just
I
I
did not
think
mean
you
to.
want
You
it.
did like stuff to focus you in on things.
I'll take a blindfold.
Suspicious
Okay.
canis.
Yeah.
So stand us
I
down.
mean, you did that before you still send us check before you do anything else.
Oh,
Not much.
Saban lines with a blindfold in his face.
For the record, Iggy is now leading Cellband, who is wearing a blindfold.
Yeah.
Pat, pat, pat.
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
And just on the off chance that Lockstone sneezes and just spooks Cellband, I'm ready to catch him if he tries to speed off.
Yeah.
So like, if he goes running, we're never going to catch
So
him.
Just to know, I will use a clean blindfold so you don't have to taste anything weird.
Thanks for saving my armor.
Catch you in bed
Oh, okay.
because my fly speed is higher.
yeah.
You
But
just
that's
constantly
very
taste like you're
thoughtful.
looking penny.
That's very thoughtful of you.
I forgot to say, what have you been doing to blindfold?
Because his senses are still all
I'm
bamboozled.
not interested in you.
I think you probably are.
I wonder if we'll ever get
Yeah.
that fixed.
I'm 80 as well.
Cellband's just kind of gotten used to it. Like, he's got bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
It's great because he can see if the food's working properly.
Well, I say
Sticks his finger in.
I say we go to a place where I'm not gonna scare anyone by fucking turning into a dragon, and then fly over. And I can cast polymorph on 2 people, so we don't, the 2 heaviest people.
Oh.
Cellband can fly.
2 rib cages.
I can't fly for more than 4 hours straight.
I can polymorph him.
It depends. Is it going to take us more than 4 hours?
Probably about 6.
I'll take my broom out and fly on that. I'm artificer.
How
Have
does
stuff for
a
this.
centaur ride a broom?
I just stick it under my legs like everyone else.
What? Surfs it, no one else?
He has 2,
Ah.
one for that side, one for that side.
Yes.
Or
I've made a broom board. You've got a
or
carpet
you know
of
how
flying.
they transport horses on ships? Where they've got like a sling and the horse sits in the sling.
Just that.
It's that but hanging under a broom.
I'm in a hammock.
There's 2, like the
Yeah,
big
I've got
carps are
one
flying,
as
so
well.
just
Yeah, well, don't have to waste magic then.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna bring. Yep.
transform into some form of flying.
Broom and fly.
Broom of flying.
You got
carpet.
you got a carpet.
Just 2 carpets, so I can have one side, can have the other, because I'm like.
I'll take the carpet.
Yeah.
And you begin flying away across the ocean. You see a bunch of ships, all sailing in direction. You kind of get a good look at them as they keep around. Lovely, crystal clear blue water. The sun high in the sky. It's quite warm, in this water. Nice temperate climate. Not much in the way of wind today. It's quite calm weather. But then after a good few hours of flying, you see kind of more clearly this large island. It's got like a good bit of green foliage on it, almost like a small jungle. Probably like in one area. And then you see like a small kind of like settlement where the dock is. With a few, merchant shops, a port office. Nothing major, probably a small tavern stroke restaurant. Just people like waiting. Then what you do see is past that is you watch there's like a clear divide between where the small town is and the rest of the island. And we see, a forested area. Probably that small jungle. What was I saying? Kind of small jungle past where the settlement is, and that leads toward. It's like a clear path, but it leads toward this huge mountain in the centre. Which you see like a path carved into it to the very top, where you see this huge, very similar to the building you saw on land, but vaguely different. This huge kind of white marble stone building atop the island.
Like the pub.
Yeah. Waiting inspiration for this place came from.
Right. Guess we climb another mountain.
Sure.
We're just flying that mountain.
Do we have to walk up it? Is that some sort of rite of passage?
I don't know. I can ask.
Let's land at the base and see.
Yeah.
Like in the town or like past the town,
I'm not fucking scaring people in the dragon's world.
We'll fly over and land at the base of the mountain. See if there's a sign.
There's no sign. We land at the base of the mountain. There's no symbology or symbols that you have to walk up.
I feel as if some sort of effort might be useful,
Mm.
but I don't know if I'm wrong.
I'm always happy to put in a bit of effort.
Starting walking.
All right.
Is it bigger
Walk
than
it
what it's like in Cerdelia?
Probably a bit smaller. But
Yeah.
it takes maybe like
Yeah.
the Cerdelia one takes like 14 minutes to climb.
Oh. Yeah.
But it's not like a huge. I think that there's everyone to like this massive giant mountain in the city, so happy.
I thought it was hours hike.
I'd say this actually no, I'd say it's probably a bit taller, but it's not as wide.
Yeah.
So it probably takes about an hour, I'd say, instead to climb up.
Okay.
I'd say race you, but you'd win.
I would indeed.
But the fact you begin to hike your way up this mountain, it takes a bit of time. And then climbing, it's warm. You see people coming down, people come up next to you, and after a good hour or so, you arrive at the very kind of top of this mountain. Yeah, they got it. There's this huge white stone building where people are gathered around. You have some prayers, people talking. There's definitely a tour going on, a tour guide here. You see this huge building before you.
Let's just listen in just dead quick and see what the tour guide says.
It's not just like, here's this bit of the ancient history of the building. This is where the Aphrodite reside. This is where we commune with them from directly. Probably just tells them about the
Start
ways, so.
walking towards that building.
You used to be walking in and out as well.
Yeah.
And you begin mosquitoes everywhere, by the way. Carol kind of swat away. You make your way towards the building, and we'll wrap up as you step inside the building.
What's it called?
Airline immediately bursts into flames.
That's a good question. That I don't have a name for it.
Okay,
I don't think.
we can wait.
I think I'm more likely to burst into flames than you.
No, Karen's more likely to burst the building into flames.
Yes.
I will let you know the name.
That's different. You're alright. I might burn in there and he will destroy it.
Yeah.
We'll find out next week. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this eventful episode, and we will see you next time when we set on rolling. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.